I first saw him. I was really disappointed when he wasn't.
Man, Weird Al was at my school. His kids were thinking about going there.
Oh.
And I saw him from far away, and I was like, can I walk by and be cool?
No.
And I just turned and went the other way,
Nope.
that I had to go to class the long way, because I could not go by Weird Al and be cool.
It's funny that this is about you as an
Welcome
adult.
back,
Uh-huh.
internet.
Let me know if they don't hear audio.
Just that, like, I had to take a long way.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, it's got all
Thank
kinds
you,
of
Sarah.
bounce.
So,
That's hilarious. Oh,
I'm seeing in August.
yeah. So,
Hello.
here's the short version of what you didn't
Hold on.
hear before.
Let's make sure everyone can hear us.
Hold on a second.
We'll
I'll
ask
check
chat real quick.
Can you
Just
hear
look.
us?
Chat.
What do you think you are, the game master?
No.
Yeah.
Not even a little
You
bit.
have no power.
There
here.
is no master in this room.
There are no masks.
Voices! We have audio!
I am like unto a small child gripping onto the tiller of a lost sailing vessel.
Okay, good.
I'm so glad that was recorded.
Yeah, it's good to know yourself.
I sit down, I go home, I'm like, cool, all right, here's what I think is going to happen. And then I get here and I just tie myself to the wheel,
Yeah.
and a storm rages, and I don't know where we're going to
Can
end.
I be the albatross?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big, ugly bird.
Rude.
Kinda already were.
Yeah.
Aww. I'm just kidding.
All right.
He knows.
So welcome back. Officially, this is episode 10 of Second Star, and we think it might be the Decisode.
Decissode, yes.
No.
Chat
Said
room.
it again.
Chat room, help me out. Is epi a singular prefix? So the 10th episode could be the Decisode?
So this is several.
Or am I
sodes?
incorrect?
I find
I
that
don't know.
word gross.
Somebody out there has that language skill that I
The
do
chat
not.
room will know.
So, this is Happy Jacks, and I'm CADave. To my left.
I am Mac. Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I'm never actually sure, if I'm being completely honest. And I am playing the part of Trist, who is an android and the ship's counselor. Yes, that combination is a thing that is happening.
Actually, really awesome.
And super effective.
Right.
Works
Yeah.
really
Yes.
well.
Weirdly,
Like
Yeah,
a
she-
well-timed Pokemon
So-
attack.
Other
Yeah.
people.
She has logical mad shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You used logic attack. Super effective.
You use positronic matrix.
Yeah.
Your attack grows shadier.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. I'm playing Commander Kalim, and he is the XO of the ship. Was previously the chief of science department, and is the ship dad.
Yep.
There's only one of you. Adam gets the joke.
no,
What?
no,
I didn't
he
hear the
doesn't.
There's only one of him?
Yeah, it's an Andorian.
An Andorian joke.
Oh, yes, the ship dad. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn it.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
catch it. Sorry.
You just
I'm
reached onto
actually
that
crying.
shelf, and you
That was-
got a good joke, and we all
Actually
just let
crying.
you down.
That was awesome. I'm
That was-
actually
I
very
got
proud of
it.
you.
That was
I
very
get points.
funny,
Thank you.
and I enjoyed it.
I'm actually crying. These are actual tears.
Lies.
God.
Those are lies coming out of your eyes.
All right. All right.
Oh, I like
good.
that.
Yeah. Hold this. Oof. Okay. Hi, I'm Jay. I'm playing Rorg, son of Chon, the chief engineer, and also Surly.
What?
Because somebody has to be.
Someone's got to
And
be.
don't call me Surly.
Surly, you must be joking.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
I
got you.
hate everything. Hi, I'm Clara, and I'm playing Epetta Shazana, the ship's chief of security. I don't remember my rank.
Lieutenant junior grade.
Thank
Yep.
you.
You have a rank in
LTJG.
your character sheet.
Do I?
Oh,
Oh my
God.
Party
Who's down?
We've had a
Good thing you're right
spill
next
with
to that
listeners.
roll of paper towels.
There's a reason why we put the paper towels close to Clara.
Oh, you've angered the bear god.
The bear god.
I fed
The
the
bear gods have
with
been
you.
angered by all the celebrating. Sorry.
Yes, Tiki Room. No, I was with you on that. I love it. I've been thinking about it all week because it's been raining here, and then when we had the thunder the other day, and I just
Yeah.
woke up, I was like, yeah, someone left the shower running. Hi.
There's more whiskey.
So much for that clean opening, you guys.
What's that about clean openings in your character?
Yep.
Heyo.
Wow. I'm on like
Wow.
I'm on a couple of things of cold
Let's just
medicine,
turn
and
off
I
that
do not
light
know.
Right there, 'cause this side needs to be in the shade.
Whoa!
I
Everything is happening today.
did not have any
Everything is
alcohol
happening.
today, and I feel further along than normal because I'm on 2 types of cold medicine, and I do not know what's going on right now in this room. This is amazing.
Nothing is really
Okay,
going.
great. I am Teri. I'm playing Dr. Alos. I must be Alos right now. And...
It's D&D night. We're playing D&D right
No, we're not. These are not.
Yes,
Look at me. I had to like.
I
Yes.
cast magic missile on the shade.
I'm attacking the shade.
Wow. Nice.
Oh my god. Okay.
Boy.
So this is gonna be a really good night tonight. I'm really, really confident. I'm really clear. You need more. She wants.
You're
Are
gonna
you-
play this
she's building-
character to the hilt
Are you
tonight.
allowed
That's
to
what
have
I'm.
more?
That's what I'm hearing.
You know what?
What is in that
No.
bottle?
If you're just
Maybe.
gonna
Oh
throw it on
no.
the floor.
Prosecco.
You know what? I have
That
one
looks
for you. Are you ready?
So,
Are you ready?
hi, I'm Adam. I'm playing the captain. I thought that a week without me would teach them discipline.
No.
and self-reliance.
Oh no.
Boy, was I wrong.
I did a good job at everything.
Have you
Boy.
met your crew?
Unfortunately, yes, I have.
Yeah, Trist has already asked you this once before, and will ask again.
Met us? Yeah. But I have a recap anyway.
Oh yay!
What?
I do, yes, because I listened to the last week's episode
Oh, no.
because I like you guys.
And he's a good
And
captain.
I'm a good captain. Are you ready for the recap?
I'm excited.
Captain's log, stardate 47718.2. After 4 harrowing weeks in the jungles of Riza's Mesozoic period, I've come to a new understanding of the term struggle. The prehistoric village that Hector and I were transported to bore little resemblance to the pleasure planet of today. The carnivorous Kelta dragons that preyed upon them were only the first sign. Fortunately, once we saved the village, they were grateful and took us in. Having shelter allowed us to survive the monsoon and have a few weeks to get to know each other and for me to learn ancient Rizian hieroglyphics. Then we were finally able to investigate the Uridian jewel thief's trail. We tracked him down to the ancient palace and confronted him. "No," I shouted, "you mistranslated the scroll. It says ultimate end, not ultimate power." But he still placed the gem in the altar, successfully summoning an entity who referred to herself as Arnalux, who claimed to be a god before incinerating him. I was able to catch her in a trick question and reveal that she was a member of the Q Continuum. She was impressed enough that she returned Hector and I to the present day, just in time for me to receive an alert from the Barbican recalling the crew. What'd you guys do last week?
I don't know, but I'm gonna drink right now.
That was so good. And what an adventure you had.
Malvta comes onto the bridge. His casual clothing is ripped and shredded after 4 weeks in the jungle in a monsoon and tracking a Uridian jewel thief. And he has a month's growth of beard, and he's full Choctaw, so that's not much. It's
Yeah.
just a little whiskering.
Yeah.
He's "Commander, report."
We are in pursuit of a ship that may contain the remnants of the, what's it called, the Gene Wars? No,
Eugenics.
Eugenics Wars, which an Orion contingent sold to a collector nearby. We sent a report to command. They have redirected our orders, and the remnants of that ship out there was our last clue, and now we have to go on a more direct route.
Did we fire on that Orion ship?
We did not. An external signal caused them to eject their warp core, and they imploded.
Well, I am sorry I was not able to answer my comms.
Yeah. Where were you?
That is a very long story. It's going to be in my full report to Temporal Investigations, but for now, if we can just focus on the problem at hand, I would like to know why this Orion ship blew up.
Well, I have a detailed report.
Thank you.
So excited to present this. I don't say that. I'm just
But
Oh, we
it's,
can tell.
yeah, we can tell. It's clear.
I've smiled.
I really want to feed you up for your lunch money right now.
Who's on the bridge right now? Okay. Not
I don't know.
the
I think I might be there. Unclear.
And I think we're
Well,
probably
you still weren't in uniform.
I think you were.
weren't we already like
Oh, yeah.
coming about to a heading of like
Oh,
we
yeah.
need the
I was
captain to
down
get
with
here
that.
pretty soon
Yeah.
because we know where
We
we're
have to
supposed to go and we need to
somewhere.
go.
Well, no,
No.
that's the problem I had.
Oh,
Was I didn't know which path. Like you have 2 clues
oh right.
about
Right.
2 possible collectors.
Two
that were
possible
the-
collectors.
That's right. The human or the
purchasers.
war.
You
the
guys
war-
were
Well,
Um,
it was
actively beginning to pursue the Orion ship,
Right,
Yes.
and then it
and
exploded
then it
in front of us.
exploded, and minor damage to your ship.
Yeah.
Yes. Might I suggest we try to maybe beam some of the debris of the Orion ship into our shuttle bay and see if we can try to figure out how it blew up?
Oh, that's a needle in the haystack. We can look at the footage of the warp core being ejected. It's
I do have the names of the 2 potential collectors. We had Elif Mirai, who's a reclusive human on a transport ship, or we had Amar, Klingon in the Empire House of Duras.
if only we could be in 2 places at once.
Well, I'm not sure we can, so we're going to have to make an educated guess. Rorg, why don't you bring on some of that debris? You and the commander can analyze it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Skip.
Trist,
Yes.
you've studied the two dealers.
As much as I was able to, there was limited information on both.
What's your hunch? Your best guess.
I would say the reclusive human seems to be the best guess. I don't know what would be needed with the Klingon Empire. If anything, they would want to destroy this considered higher race, which I suppose is a potential, but a reclusive human may also be looking more likely to me for something like this.
Agreed. Commander, set course. Let's find this Mirai.
Elif
Right.
Mirai.
I can
No.
helm, set course. I don't know. I say all the things I'm supposed to say.
Vector 145.
I'm gonna get a shower and a new uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need one.
Oh, yeah, I'm in sick bay still. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
we were hiding because
With
the Orion
Ogoth.
couldn't see it.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Poor Ogoth.
Yeah.
How do you
Oh,
get so
God.
many abs?
Yeah, of course the clothes are shredded so we can see the abs.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Just
Like
I
strategically.
see you managed to get your shirt off.
Yeah, and Trist definitely raises an eyebrow at
Yeah.
the captain.
Temporal investigations.
The first 30 minutes of his adventure, he was attacked by some kind of large cat. that
Oh,
just went-
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect.
But only through the clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The scars have healed perfectly, without any evidence of scratches whatsoever.
Yeah, but it's almost like she's studying you for signs of trauma.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know if there's trauma or not. We'll
Ship's
find out.
counselor will remember this.
It's a subspace thing, but I feel like we said we couldn't track where it came from. We knew that the subspace. Well, we knew that like a subspace message or beam was sent to the ship.
Some kind of signal.
It ejected the warp core, and then something else blew up in the ship, imploding it.
Oh, I thought it was just the warp core ate the ship.
No, it was
Is it-
two different. I remember it being two
It was
different things.
kind of like there was some kind of drastic disaster.
Uh-huh.
If you want to spend some time and do some scienciness, you
Yeah.
guys can get
Yeah,
some more
let's do
information about what
some
might have happened.
science.
I was going to say, regardless, it was remotely activated. Therefore,
Yes.
there should be a way for you guys to look. I would think there would be a way for you guys to look through the. I went with radar. Seems incorrect for
Telemetry?
space. But-
Subspace.
Yeah,
That's the
to go
Sensor
through and see if
readings.
you heard
subspace.
anything rather
See
than
if we
saw
can triangulate the subspace message.
Yeah.
There are some
Try
things.
science.
Sonar?
Science is the key to both of these problems.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's science.
Do a science.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But there's
Um,
a
Science,
hypothesis for you.
So I'm gonna focus on cycling through the recordings and like
Okay.
frame by frame, spectral analysis of what's happening. While you,
I'm gonna focus on transporting like the largest remaining chunks of the ship, and try to get some part of their computer network. See if I can find like the central computer hub or whatever,
Cool.
and see
Alright.
what we can do.
you'd be better able to identify that.
You know what? Let's do this like one of those challenges.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scientific investigation.
I have a bunch
I
of
love
shit
this
to do with
McLaren.
that.
Because I think that is the perfect thing. So you have observed the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The Orion ship blew up,
Blew the fuck up.
taking away all of your possible.
When you're done looking that up, can you tell me what any of those do? Because I wrote it on my actual character sheet
Oh.
before I forgot it.
Ah,
And,
Here, I can.
oh, you work on that. I'll work
okay,
on that.
thanks.
So you guys can throw out some ideas. We need to come up with a third idea to research.
I mean,
So
we've
you're
got-
going to watch the spectral analysis of the thing. You're going to check out the actual physical
debris,
evidence.
and try to scan the scanner, the sensor logs to see
Oh.
if we can track
Track the
the
signal.
source of the signal.
So those are the three possible routes.
Got it?
You all can begin to do some work on one of them. I'm going to say you need 5 successes to determine an answer from one of these paths.
From any one of the paths, or from one of
From one of them.
from one of them.
Okay.
And you guys choose which one of, like, I have now in my head
Which one? Has,
decided which one is actually going to give you an answer.
I'd
And
like
you
to-
guys can start
Oh.
to research and decide
I'd
which
like-
one.
To have that written down on a sealed envelope.
Right? Right?
And the winner
the
is.
Price Waterhouse Coopers?
Okay, so our theories
La
were
La Land.
one theory was that the ship the warp core imploded.
Right.
Well,
Um,
we're scanning, looking at the video footage of it exploding to see if there's some evidence of where it began, or what, like if there's something visual from the sensor logs of just the explosion.
yeah.
I'm looking at the debris itself,
Okay.
and we're also looking to see if we can find the location of the signal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Which would be a comms heavy task, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an NPC that can help rather than,
Ubrazi is a comms officer
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
handsome.
You have to say,
Yeah.
and
Grayson's
love of
a
your life.
Comms guy.
I'm a Gracie now.
I'm crazy now.
Mm,
hot.
Oh boy.
this is
I
fun.
don't know. It sounded like a threat.
Well, I know it's Joe's.
So wait, do we need to agree? We need to agree on which one we're all working on first. Is that where we're at, or can we?
Yes.
Okay.
So
You
how
need
do
to
we,
come to a consensus on which one you're going to focus on, and then you can decide who's going to help on that topic in what ways.
Oh, okay. So, in the nick of time, does anyone else have that?
Nope. I got quick to action and untapped potential.
Okay. I get to add +1 work on any successful engineering or science task that's part of an extended task. That's what we're doing, right? An extended task?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I thought that might be what that did.
All right.
So that will be helpful for getting lots of extra work
Well-
successes.
While this is happening, because this is extended and it looks like it's going to take a hot second, Trist is going to go check on the doctor we lost, who's really thrilled, I'm sure, about being checked on.
I'm super happy. Are we going to do our session? Is that what you just said?
Well, no, Trist comes down to Medbay to check.
I'm doing great.
I did not even ask a question.
Oh, I'm great. I don't know why I keep answering that.
I'm great!
That is how I imagined it, honestly. Hi, Trist.
I do not believe that great is the correct term in this
No,
circumstance.
great. Thank you.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
You do know that the captain mandated that you do come and speak to me at some point.
Great. So what can I say? I just spoke to you. Okay, bye.
This is not how it works.
Okay. Oh, we got a sealed envelope?
We have a
Price
sealed
Waterhouse? Okay, great.
We have a sealed envelope.
Yeah.
Uh,
and out of character,
yeah.
I can't remember. Did you save or not save?
I think he's like brain dead.
He is
Was that the
physically
thing?
alive, but he's
He's
being
brain
kept alive by the ship's life support.
He's basically brain dead.
He's just hanging out. Wow, he's still in sick bay, just there.
You have suffered an obvious loss.
No. No.
This is not a loss.
That's funny. That's my name.
Oh boy.
I did not intend it to be funny.
I know. That's sometimes when things are the funniest, when you don't mean them to be. I guess I needed a laugh. Thank you.
Always happy to be of service.
I guess it has been hard. God, I can't even. Ugh. Yeah, I. It was nice. It was nice to have some fun for a little while. I don't always have fun. I know I don't look like I. Oh, why am I talking to you? Okay.
And Trist just looks at her really
Yeah.
patiently.
I'm just like, okay, wow. Yeah, so sometimes I know I look like I'm having the best time out of everybody, I'm sure, but it's not always that easy. Oh. Okay. Okay, yes, it was hard. It's over. We're moving on, okay? So now you can tell the captain that why do you just keep looking at me with those eyes? They are loud. I heard someone say that earlier, and I did not quite understand.
Clearly, there is a lot that you do need to talk about.
No. I'm just working through it. I don't think I need to talk about it. Thank you so much. You've been great. This has been so good. Thank you so. I feel so much better already.
I look forward to our formal session then.
This doesn't count as a.
I came to check on you as a personal and professional courtesy.
Oh.
You have to say, I'm satisfied with my care.
That's the magic word.
Okay.
Not fucking Baymax.
Like the less fluffy version.
Okay. I guess we can schedule a time. Oh God. Okay.
As you know, my hours are around the clock. So
Yeah,
anytime
mine
that's
too.
convenient.
I'll see you soon.
I will be on the bridge.
All right. Maybe I'll be up there in a little bit. I need a few more minutes, I think.
And Trist comes over, and it's obvious that this is something that she's been told is helpful, and like puts a hand on your shoulder for a brief moment,
No. We
and
don't.
then like turns and walks away.
We don't have to do that, Just so you know. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
All right. You guys ready? Because that was painful. Okay, great.
That was amazing.
I loved every second
Right?
of that.
Yeah. You can just
So
keep
good.
going. Just keep going.
200%.
Oh,
All right.
So,
So I need to ask you a rules question.
Yeah.
So at nick of time, I get +1 work on extended tasks. And with technical expertise, I can re-roll 1 die anytime I'm rolling with computers or sensors. And can I do both of those things? Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I feel
So-
like I feel like we should sort of have like an engineering science department confab
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sort of look at these 3 options and like
Totes my goats.
what do you think has the highest probability of success?
Well, I think going through the wreckage is the needle in the haystack Hail Mary option.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
there's so much wreckage,
Yeah.
right? And the chances of beaming something helpful on it's a good idea, but I think either triangulating that signal or analyzing the footage is going to tell us more right away.
And I think triangulating the signal is actually probably the best place to start,
Okay.
because that would at least give us a heading to go to.
And it's probably whoever bought this thing from them rigged their ship to be able to receive this signal.
I would think that they planted something on this ship to blow it up. I think
Yeah.
that's a fair guess.
So I will tell you that you guys are going to get to roll,
Mhm.
and then you need 5 total successes to come up with an answer.
hmm
After 2 successes, I'll tell you if you're on the right track or not.
All right.
Cool.
But you only are going to have 8. No, you're only going to have 5 chances
Oh, okay.
total.
Like 5 total rolls, not 5
5
dice.
total rolls. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
We have 5 rolls.
You have 5 rolls to
Okay.
get 5 successes.
Got it.
Okay.
After 2 successes, I'll tell you if you're on the right track.
Okay.
You can choose whether you want to switch at that point or
All right.
what you want.
All right.
So let's start with the sensors.
Getting
Okay. If
warmer.
we're doing that, I should probably
Yeah.
take the lead
Yep.
on that roll.
That's, yep,
That-
but
It's sort of to represent like the signal degrading over time
Yeah.
in subspace.
I mean, yeah, the
Sure.
debris is floating off.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's getting a little harder. It's not like you have an unlimited amount of time for you to sit here and be
Yeah.
like, let's conduct an 8-month scientific study on.
Yeah, no, we don't have that.
So the ship is sensors 9 and science
Yeah.
2. So
Okay.
it's 11 for the ship.
And they
And
can help.
I assume I'm doing like reason and science.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do I get more dice?
We can buy with threat. 'Cause we don't have any momentum to start, right?
Nope, not yet.
So we can buy with threat.
let's buy some with threat to get
Yeah.
some
So
momentum.
and you guys can all work together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
if you come up with some way that you can help, you add a die.
yeah, and I'm refining the sensor
Yeah.
array
Okay.
that I'll
So
use. I know my ship for that.
yeah. So Rorg can toss
So
in
I'll
a
add
die
a
for that.
D20.
Okay.
I have a question about Evasive's skills, values. I guess talents is what's going to help us here. But under values, what is everybody poops?
Well, you see,
Hang on, let me see it.
I
there
genuinely.
is this human concept.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, it's on
I'm
there.
guessing it's like
It's a
Everyone's the same.
everybody is.
Joey.
We're all.
Everyone puts
Yeah.
their legs
We're all
on.
equal.
Everyone puts their pants on.
They're
one
just
leg
regular
inside.
Exactly
people.
what it
They're
is.
just like
Yeah.
us.
Not
Well,
unless you
that's a
die.
Everybody's
value.
a normal.
That's not going to help you too much.
Why would you put your pants
You
on
wanna-
head first?
You want to look in the focuses area because that's what's
Okay.
going to give you the better
Yeah.
chance on your
Yeah,
end.
that was more
Outside,
of a like. I genuinely have that question, but also am I looking at focuses or talents?
focuses.
Probably focus.
For triangulating this, like picking up the signal, would physics factor into this, or warp field dynamics?
Yeah, I give you one
Okay.
for one of those.
Yeah. Okay. Physics
Alright.
probably makes the most sense.
So
Yeah.
you've got 2 dice.
Well,
Rorg
I've
is adding 1.
got, this is the ship's die.
Well, somebody else roll the shit.
Someone
Oh,
else
okay,
will
yeah,
be part of the
greedy.
ship.
All right, and we can go one more. Who else
So
has?
yeah, you can get up to 5 dice in a roll.
I can come upstairs after I've had my great counseling session.
Mhm.
It was not a session.
It was a
It's not
session.
a session.
Counseling moment.
I mean, it was a
What?
situation.
Premium coming
Okay.
attractions.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be upstairs though. Maybe I can be of some sort of help. I've
Thank you
definitely
for
been
joining us
drinking.
for the 20.
Drunken heroics are one of my focuses, so I'm upstairs and I've definitely been drinking.
Just
love-
erase the crap out of
that-
this.
To me, that sounds like the moment where like we're all like going over this, and the doctor
I just
comes
come
up,
over.
like,
let's-
is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct, and that
Oh,
is why
yeah,
I'm here.
Big thing that says bomb signal.
All right.
Correct.
The computer helpfully labeled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intel,
okay,
right?
here we
All
go.
right,
Yeah.
ready?
That's why we can't read it.
I got 2 regular successes.
Those all look real.
What are we
That
supposed
red-
to roll
Oh,
under?
And the ship crit.
Well, the ship doesn't have a.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Focus.
focuses.
Oh right.
So it's
Okay.
a 2,
Yeah.
so that's a regular success.
What are we supposed to roll under?
But I mean, did it get a legit Starfleet symbol?
No, it got a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If it gets a Starfleet symbol, that counts as 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, real well as the ship.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Who's
Mine is not.
That
a
was me.
success.
okay? So yellow die is not a
Yellow dice
success.
is not a success.
So 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay.
Oh wait, you bought
Oh,
you bought with threat, and don't you have the untapped potential?
Oh,
thing
I
from
got
being in
that potential. Yeah, yeah. I did. Yeah, I did want to buy one more.
Yeah, and that, where if you buy with threat,
Oh,
you
but-
can re-roll your die.
Yeah, but
Oh no, that's
you
Sorry, go ahead.
couldn't have had another die.
Right.
We had
no, we
5.
can only have 5 die.
Yeah.
no, but
But I can re-roll.
his young officer thing. is-
Yes. That is
Oh
true.
no, it's you roll. Or
Yes, you
yeah,
roll one
let
of those to
Oh.
get the.
What about my?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
right.
Let's see
So
how
you
we've
spend
done.
Are
money.
not enough
Yeah.
for you guys?
Let's see how
Oh,
we've done.
Let's also find out if
Let's find out if we're on the right
Yeah.
track.
Also,
Or-
it counts as 5 wood because of my.
Is your bonus.
Yeah.
Well, you guys just jump in on the subspace signal thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. It's a signal that has been routed through every relay station in the sector, and it's just. It seems like the signal went from here to the closest relay station, and then went to all other relay stations,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
and then each other relay station sent to all of them again, back and forth.
yeah.
So it would be a significant time
All right. So
spent
let's,
researching to get that one done.
Uh,
And I legitimately wrote it down.
let's see. Wrote it
I
down.
was-
not being a
I
jerk.
wasn't being serious before. I,
It
But-
makes no sense. What's
It
the
did.
next logical option?
Is the next log's option reviewing our sensor logs of the explosion and seeing if there's
so.
something else?
yeah.
All right.
Since you've only used up one roll, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're
We've
still
got
doing all right.
We've got some room to move here.
Oh no, it's with momentum or threat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if the character succeeds at a task for which they bought 1 or more additional dice with either momentum or threat, they may roll a damage dice.
Yeah.
And if they receive
get-
bonus momentum equal to the roll of the damage die,
Oh, okay. So
and add 1 point to threat if an effect is rolled.
got it. So I have to already have bought the extra die.
You have to buy an extra die
and then
with,
and then
yeah.
succeed,
Okay.
and
That's
then
what it
good
is.
things happen. So I'm not going to do that this time.
Yeah.
I think we're okay. So okay. So now we're reviewing the sensor logs of the actual
Yeah.
explosion.
Footage,
That's
spectral
footage,
analysis.
Because it doesn't give the threat back.
Yeah, that's right.
It just gives you extra momentum.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So yeah. So again,
So-
working my. I know my
So now
ship.
you guys are going after the
Beep, beep, beep.
sensor
The
readings.
sensor readings of the thing to see if
Yep.
there's
frame by
anything we
frame,
missed.
millisecond by millisecond
Yeah,
analysis.
spectral analysis, all waves.
Yeah. Energy dispersal.
Was there a
Yeah.
cloaked ship? Was there who knows what the fuck?
I think the ship pooped. That's what
As,
happened.
Yeah.
as much as I love Star Trek 6, let's see what happens.
Everybody pooped.
Exactly.
Mm,
Okay, so I've got to
things gotta have a
So
anyone
we're
else
gonna roll for the ship. as
analytical. Oh, you're rolling for the ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or would you like me to be rolling for something else?
Well, I don't know. Are you? Do you have a?
I have a positronic brain.
That's,
shit.
that seems
It seems like that
beneficial.
might be useful in this.
Probably. I don't have the actual printout sheet for Android, so I don't really know.
Oh, Android was the special thing, right? It's not in the main
I
book.
think you should roll a science help.
I'm sorry, I don't think I brought it.
That's okay.
Roll the science die.
I'll make sure I double check before next time.
Yeah.
So somebody else roll the ship.
Yeah, someone else can roll the ship die, and we're out of blue dice, so you can have this one.
Cool.
Okay, there we go.
Are you rolling that one?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
What is this?
I'm a ship.
So we have
Is this
5
me?
dice now.
Yeah.
So still
No,
drunken
that's-
heroics.
Oh wait a minute. Oh wait, now that's 6
That's
That's
dice.
6.
Okay.
We can't do that.
Oh, no. All right. We'll leave the
The ship
drunk
doesn't
out
have
this
to do anything.
time. Well, the ship is where it's sensors.
Yeah, I
and
No, no, no.
actually, yeah, I
We
need
want the
it.
ship to do
I
things.
I
I
need
need
the
the
ship
ship.
to do
and
something.
I'm rolling control
Okay.
and
No enemies.
let's control and
Oh.
engineering.
I don't think I did.
Ah,
well.
damn it.
No.
Mm.
Okay, 2 for me.
Should've had the drunk lady
Whose
roll.
7 is that?
Mine.
Is that yours? Oh, okay.
I
did.
roll good.
Yeah.
No.
So 3, which is 4 work.
4.
4 successes.
You can tell that it was not just a standard self-destruct kind of thing with the ship.
Mhm.
However, it doesn't seem to be leading you towards a conclusion.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was it really?
I
Jake
was
through all the
right.
rubble?
Let's grit that rubble.
All right.
I'm just imagining her just like, yay,
Yes.
playing in the pieces of it.
So
Diving in like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm
The
scanning.
twisted, horrible explosion metal.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Hardcore
scan the
Scrooge.
wreckage to look for the largest chunks and try to see if we can identify maybe the computer core or something else that would be useful.
Big chunks.
Big chunks, the big chunks.
I know about big
This-
chunks. Let me help.
Let me see here.
I'm thinking this is
You've
taking
been
too
on the
long.
ship, maybe. Oh,
This is taking too long, and I'm going to come down and personally direct it and use my excellent command skills.
I like the excellent command skills.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how I can buy another dice. Well, I know my ship, so this is
This
me
is
rolling,
straight
so
up
I
you
get the
failed me for
2.
the last time.
Yeah.
And do you want to help out with your sciencey science?
I think we have 5 already, right?
Do we have
Are
5?
you-
I could.
Oh,
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. We need one more.
We need one more.
oh, okay. I'll science it up.
Do we have the ship?
So what am I
we're not
controlling? It's like control engineering,
Um,
or do I need to separate the tasks into scan or just teleport?
well, let's just do one thing.
One thing.
Yeah, but let's do reason engineering.
Reason engineering. Got it.
Because you're not doing like a physical
Yeah.
activity of like trying to fix it. You're like trying to suss out like what
So
Uh-huh.
this is to scan the wreckage to see
Yeah.
if the computer core is intact.
scan it to beam relevant pieces on board, figure out what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing relevant pieces to
Okay.
the shuttle bay.
So you have 3 rolls to get 5 successes.
And what's the ship rolling?
The ship is not
Sensors?
rolling.
Oh.
Ship's not-
There are already 5 die
There's
out.
already 5 dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Is that good or
that
bad?
is
That's
good.
good.
That's a crit.
Good.
One crit. So we have-
Reroll that one because
Oh, yeah.
I assisted with command.
Exactly. I'm just gonna re-roll this one because that 11's a success and the
Oh,
9's
yeah.
a success.
Nice.
Yeah, so I critted, which is 2, which is 3.
2.
So we got 6 successes.
Okay.
Does that,
Right?
does that include my bonus one, or are you just counting successes?
That included that. Oh, you get an additional one besides what's rolled.
Ooh.
If I
Yeah.
get a
Paper.
success, I get +1 work
Yeah.
on extended tasks.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then that'd be 7.
7
Yeah.
successes.
This,
Nice.
it's a good thing you led this investigation
Ah.
because the explosive used was trilithium resin,
Oh boy.
which is highly toxic to humans. However, it is only produced as a restricted byproduct of Federation warp engines.
This guy.
But it can be used as an explosive, or
Yep.
it can be used as an almost biological weapon. Like if you fired
Oh,
it into
shit.
an atmosphere, it would make the atmosphere toxic to humans for a long time.
Oh.
But pretty much only humans.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's been significant studies about like, hey, Bajoran, go in there. See if you can fix this.
How's work out for you?
They're so fragile.
Cool. That's great.
Mm.
So we get the trilithium
Yep.
residue. Do we get anything else from the computer core? Is there anything else from the debris examination?
A lot of that was destroyed, but this resin is your big clue.
That's the big
Okay.
clue. How rare is it?
I mean, it's only made from Federation warp engines
Oh.
and current era ones.
Oh.
Like, if you remember the Next Generation episode where the crew had to leave the ship and they were doing that weird sweep,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
those people that came on board to try and steal something,
Yeah.
that's what they were trying to steal.
Oh.
Okay, so if we found this, does that mean it came out of their warp engine, or this is an explosive device?
was
that-
This was
Explosive
some kind of
device.
explosive that was
Oh,
planted on the
Explosive
ship.
device planted on it using trilithium.
Someone
And the
with
Klingons aren't
access.
part of the Federation, are they?
No.
No.
So
Someone with access to Federation warp cores.
Yeah.
Resources.
And
Yeah.
resources. Would be that human dude.
Probably.
Shazana, why don't you look up their records, see if there's a criminal record on either of them or use of
Sure.
explosives?
Is there, Dave? Is there more research we can do on this thing, or did we max out the roll?
Well, you've gotten the clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's the clue that's there.
If you want to do some more research, I'll give you some more information.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I have an explosives focus. I'm excited that we found a bomb.
Yeah.
at risk of sounding brash, if we know it's him, can we just go hit him?
We don't
I mean-
know
We have
it's
to-
him.
We have to find.
We have a lead.
We have a lead
Okay.
that
Absolutely.
it's someone related to the Federation, which implies that it would be the human.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
we have a course at least.
Actually, I don't know if I'm the best person to look it up. Would that? I mean, can I look it up? Can we go through any records for criminal resources
Oh,
for?
absolutely, you can.
I know what I want to do. I want to analyze this resin to create a sensor package that will detect it from range.
All right.
Like this
So
specific
future-
build of like a sniffer to go like, you make this kind of bomb. Show me how.
It's a
So you can do a control security,
woohoo!
and if somebody wants to assist with the ship with communications,
3.
no,
Oh, I don't know what
let's
you
do computers and security.
Computer security for the ship.
Yeah,
It's a 13.
and that's to kind of search the Federation databases for
Wait,
criminal
maybe another
records
one.
about
What do you want, red?
I want another red one.
Yeah, man.
a leaf.
I have to do it too.
I'm going to
Oh,
assist by giving her some pointers because I was a security officer and I did a lot
Cap-splaining.
of this kind of
He's
investigation.
cap-splaining.
Cap-splaining.
Epetta's into it.
Yeah.
Ah, 5 minutes.
That was good too, though.
One.
14's the number to beat, so.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all
that's-
good.
That's all.
Yep, 4
Yeah.
successes.
Okay. So there's not a direct criminal record about this Alif person, but they've lived this reclusive. The best way I can describe it is like the reclusive billionaire lifestyle for a
Mhm.
long time.
Mhm.
So it's entirely possible they could have hired any number of people that would
Right.
do something
Mhm.
shady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they absolutely would have the resources to accomplish that kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Do we know about where he's located?
He lives on essentially like a giant cruise ship that's like a garage for his collection of
Mm.
classic vessels.
I
and
remember
stuff.
now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is there like a last
Yeah,
scene?
I mainly wanted it to be him just because I want to see this
Sorry.
like flotilla.
Last
It's
spotted.
actually a her. My bad.
Oh,
whoops.
Last
I got
spotted
confused
where?
about who I was talking about.
Where was she last spotted?
The last place.
Last place she made port or something like that.
It's not really going to be that helpful, but I love it because it's beautiful.
I know.
The last place was Starbase 12.
Wonderful. Do we know any? How long ago was that first?
A couple of months.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Well, we can start there and see where he went.
I
Yeah.
bet.
She.
She.
Don't misgender a criminal.
It's all right.
Do we have anyone on board who has some knowledge of these kinds of unsavory escapades?
Can we roll to find out? I
The
don't know.
doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
I do believe the doctor could be of assistance in this matter.
Mm-hmm.
Very likely.
Very.
What sort of thing would be associated with that?
Criminal activity?
Yeah.
Not you.
Well,
No.
look, I
Actually,
He did some.
He lived a whole life
Yeah,
before he
yeah.
became a dad.
I
He
was-
did some
Did some-
shady
he
shit.
did some
an
shady
insurgent terrorist.
Yeah.
So
how did you guys get your explosives?
yeah, that's
Maybe-
kind of what I was
yeah.
wondering. Is we must have been dealing with smugglers and
You might know a
getting all
guy.
kinds of resources. I
You
just
never
don't know.
had this particular explosive.
No. I understand
So-
that. And this also might not have been something I personally did. So I was just wondering what kind of role it would look like. Because maybe I'm bad at this.
Well, it would probably be like a reason command
Oh,
kind of combo.
that's a good thing.
Because that would be, you're using your memories of people that you
Mhm.
were in contact with and negotiated stuff with.
Sure.
And all that
Contacts
kind
and
of thing.
suppliers.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And
Terry, I said.
Oh, I know bomb suppliers for sure.
yeah.
I said, who might have knowledge about criminal enterprises? And
I
they're
know-
all like the doctor.
I know a guy. I might know a guy or two or a few.
Doctor, perhaps we could compare notes and see where our paths cross.
I do
Absolutely.
believe I could also be of some assistance with the breakdown of the psychology and sociology of such persons.
Excellent. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense to me.
That sounds right.
Shall we meet in the ready room?
Okay.
My ready room? Yeah, you can meet in my ready room. I smirk.
We need to spread out papers, I think.
You're so excited.
You mean the conference?
There's a conference room. There's
Yeah,
also a
there's a
conference
Conference
Okay.
room is what I said. But you're here.
observation
The
lounge.
observation. Oh, right.
Unless you're planning on swapping shirts.
Who says I'm wearing a shirt?
Because nobody goes to the ready
And also,
room
who says
unless
he's not?
it's time.
To swap shirts.
Oh boy.
Sure, Trek.
Unrelated to all of this that's happening, have I pretty much exhausted all footage and all knowledge of the genetically modified humans to this point for combat purposes? I mean,
Yeah, you started the process. I mean, like, not much time has passed since
good
that
point.
whole thing happened.
it's been like a week.
No, hours.
You had 2 weeks to
Minutes,
think about. No.
barely.
No.
Yeah, it's been just a couple of minutes. But, like, you have
Yeah.
assembled a good list of, like, the video recordings of them
Mhm.
and some of the stuff they're capable of and that kind of thing.
Cool.
And I think you said you wanted to start, like, working up, like, a training routine.
Oh,
with
it's
holodeck
it's the
security
holodeck
people?
training routine.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the best. Mostly because you get beat up. And
Yeah.
it's fun.
So,
You love it.
I love it.
so you have,
Captain
like,
is
a
totally-
preliminary version.
Yeah, no, Epetta's like, I want to show you the thing I did.
Captain is totally into it.
It's a fight club in there. That's all
Right,
it is.
yeah.
First rule.
Right?
Yes.
Show me the thing.
All right.
you
Eugenics Fight
Yay!
Club. First rule of Fight Club is
did.
Yucky.
kill the people weaker than you.
Oh, I
All
don't like
that.
it. I don't like it.
I see.
Yeah, I was like, nope, don't make the joke. Don't make a joke here. Everything is garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Why, yes.
Behold.
Unfortunately.
Oh, no.
So,
Do not want.
you, Starbase 12 was the last place that this person was seen. You want to make a roll about setting up the scanners to automatically search for this kind of explosive.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I'm working on.
Okay. So, go for it.
All right.
You could use an insight science or reason science.
Reason, please.
And the ship could assist with
Computers, sensors.
I do sensor security.
Sensor
Okay.
security. Got it.
So normally I roll 1, or you roll
Two.
2 all the time. Okay.
The main
need a
roller
blue
gets
one.
2 to start.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And I can re-roll one of these since we're using sensors. So, all right. I don't think we need more than 3, do we?
It's not going to be super difficult.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do we get momentum from the? Or do you get it from the
So
extended?
those 14s.
Let's see.
Yeah, those are
I
like
rolled
14.
doubles.
Double 14. That's good. That's good. And I rolled a 16,
Is
and
that-
that's not good. Well, yeah, 14s. Doubles is good,
Is
right?
that a success?
2. Double success. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
15.
that's
is
what I need to know.
No.
It's not about if you got doubles.
But you get a bonus 1 if you get doubles, right?
Right? That's yeah.
I saw it in the
No.
book.
Take a thread.
Yeah.
One thread. The ship failed. Though.
Right.
So 2 successes is enough. You have a supplemental package to install in the sensors that
Sorry.
you'll
Supplemental package.
Just
to install.
just to put it right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Get
it
in
out,
there.
Deep
let
in
it
the
out.
system. Yeah.
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 Sometimes
Like in-
you have to really work it in.
Like
though.
in the core mainframe.
First line of
Yeah,
defense.
Yeah.
Really gotta
The
jiggle
impact of
around
it.
and just
You have to find the right
Mhm.
spot.
right.
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
ease it into place, but it's
Harder in the dark.
yes.
But don't go
Sure.
too easy.
I love you guys so much.
Or a family. This is good.
Internally
God, I
screaming.
hope not.
We
Yeah,
are a family.
so-
Because we're the group of people that would sit down at Thanksgiving dinner and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
what's about to happen here?
This
Make-
is great.
Look what I'm doing with the turkey and the baster.
Yeah. Make everyone sad that they came to dinner.
Nobody ever brings a date. Ever. All right.
I really
Oh,
want a
God.
Trexgiving now.
Thanksgiving
Um,
episode.
I was gonna say, is that Klingon Thanksgiving?
I'll bring giant bowls of gummy worms with a little motor in them. Rock.
You have to eat them with your batla.
One at a time. Just,
Yeah. You have to conquer your food.
all right. So, the sensors are prepared.
All right.
Congratulations.
Gosh.
Do you want to make a... Let's do insight security roll to see how your training program goes?
That's
What?
you.
Oh,
That's you.
sorry, what?
We were
It's okay.
training.
Insight
For your
security.
insight
Yeah.
security roll,
Awesome,
see how
awesome.
well you put together your training program.
Go.
You should not let me do that.
Yeah,
It's
gonna be
fine.
great.
It's fine. I'm min-maxed.
It's gonna be awesome.
Can the ship help?
Oh, God damn
A
it.
huge
What's
manatee.
happening here?
I can't
What
take
is
you guys
happening tonight?
anywhere.
I take after the captain.
The real lesson of the story is drink your whiskey faster.
Do you need more whiskey?
Yes.
1 second. I've got to roll for to see if my
Wait,
training program works.
Can the ship roll like computer security?
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, I hit things real hard. I'm not a programmer.
Well, the computer does all
Ships
that.
Well, there was
Succeeded.
1 success.
Okay, so you got 2 successes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you create a perfectly
Oh, wait.
adequate training program
yeah.
in the holodeck that you can now begin
Adequate.
sending your crew through.
Yay.
Well
Adequate.
done, and Lieutenant.
Yay,
Let's
I'm so excited.
get the security staff taken through this program as soon as
I
I
possible.
imagine the background is the fucking caves, though.
Right?
But that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
setting is the caves from.
That was a
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah.
That was a fantastic
The
display.
Rice and Cave program
Yeah.
is what you
Program.
have to build it
Yeah.
off of.
Right? Yeah. The
I
glitter
didn't even go on
caves,
that trip.
Really?
But he brought
the
back the
Anybody
whole
else?
module.
Yeah, we like you walk in there, you're like,
No, these goddamn caves.
If there's a tour, just kill me.
Yeah, it's
No, there's a tour.
You
it's
have
a
to fight to
mandatory.
escape the tour.
yeah.
Oh,
There's a holographic Kalim like narrating the tour.
Oh.
Well, I think to
you
save
get to
time,
punch Caleb.
you just use the module that he bought from the gift shop
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
and then superimposed genetic supermen
Uh-huh.
to fight you at every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I
look.
see nothing wrong with this
And they're
plan.
all wearing like the t-shirts and the cave hats.
But they're so superior that the shirts are like fit to bust.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
The shirt is like body painted on
Yeah. So tight.
for sure.
Who programmed this crap? Oh wait.
All right. So who's up to what now?
Do we need to?
We're
check
going
our
over
contacts?
bombs, yeah.
We'll do some contacts about bomb
Well, there was
purchasing.
Harry. Oh, no. I think he's moved on from.
Didn't he die? Are you talking about the Harry from?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh. I was like, we need names.
You can hear
Let's
it
look at
in the
some
mic
places.
about it. It just sounds like somebody's taking a piss on stream.
Oh, was
They're
I
not.
Was I not?
They're
supposed to do
not.
that?
It's a
Yeah,
stream on stream.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's
I
happening.
kept it
from
under
here
the
down.
table. What do you
We're
want from me?
streaming.
108.
Huh?
So 108 or so is the races.
Oh,
think
I
they
wanted
have
to
names
know
there.
what place he's from or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Oh,
I was just picking some
oh, the
places.
Starbase 12 thing.
Where can we say they're from? Around where?
Who?
Pick some places. Harry from Corrales?
I don't know anything about Corrales.
Well, out of character.
Great.
I don't either.
this should help.
So yeah,
Yeah.
sure, that's where he's from.
He's-
Or
So-
maybe.
I think it was pronounced Hari.
Oh, yeah. I don't always get the names right.
Mm.
I mean,
If we're talking about the same person,
we were only gently associated.
Mm.
Yeah, gently.
Gently.
Who else were you thinking about?
there was a cadre of smugglers who operated in Bajoran and Cardassian space,
Oh, yeah.
who were willing to go up against the Cardassians.
Oh, and
because of-
Loval?
Yes.
Perfect.
That's the one.
I think those probably are the right people. They would be the ones that would have some of these materials, I think.
Yeah. Let's start there at least and see.
Okay.
I have some records we can.
The Low
Cross-reference.
Valley Consortium.
Yeah.
Sure.
You were both mixed up with the Low Valley Consortium.
Are you surprised? Really?
We were fighting for our independence, Captain. I hope you can understand.
I was there. I helped.
Yeah.
It's just Low Valleys. Or
What? You have a problem with them? What?
Out of character, can I learn what we're talking about?
What
What I'm defending?
I'm making it up as
Literally,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
literally, we picked a planet in the
Yeah.
book and we
Okay.
just went with it.
Great.
And
So you're doing just as much as we're doing.
Hooray!
Yes,
I can
It's-
do that.
We're yes
It's-
anding so hard right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great. Okay.
Star Trekking, like you just like you take the planet name and then you add consortium or syndicate to it, and they become
you're
evil.
in.
Copy.
Yeah,
Bad guys.
dangerous bad
Copy
guys.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like
Um,
there's never been a good guy Dominion.
No,
Right,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
Dominion is bad.
The
Yeah.
friendship dominion.
The fluffy puppies dominion,
Right, yeah,
which actually I think I could submit to that.
Yeah.
So Overlord.
Although I
Well-
think Friendship Dominion's the name of my next band.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will be friends with us.
Yeah.
There's
Oh my
Rick and
god, I
Morty
want to
with the
see that
I do
band
want
so
Friendship
bad.
Bracelet.
Oh,
That did not end so well.
Wow.
I want that as a soundbite
With
for
just
my text tone.
pyro. Just,
Yeah.
just fire.
Friendship.
Okay, I need a clip of that to make it the sound when you text me, and also you have to start texting me.
Friendship. And it's just, hey, what's up?
That sounds about right.
All right. So, are you guys gonna get on the horn and try and talk to somebody in the Low Valley?
Alos Consortium.
Low
Yeah,
Vallis?
I still got some people there. I think I can probably contact.
All right.
All right, so
Yeah, I have some suggestions for. I think what maybe we could offer them to that would make a good deal that they'll be interested
I
in.
think I might have some stuff that I don't think we have to offer. I think I might have some information still about them that we could use as some leverage maybe.
Extremely valuable.
Yeah, you know, it pays sometimes to know certain types of people all around the galaxy.
Got to get into the redacted portions of your file.
No, you don't. I want you to stay safe.
Just,
There's a reason they keep this old broad around, really. All right.
let's find out what we can, but let's not break any Federation regulations.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So let's do presence, and then commander security.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
Can I assist?
Absolutely.
Please.
And you get 2 dice, Teri,
Okay.
as the primary person.
And does I don't suppose anthropology would apply as a focus?
Yeah.
All right.
Not so much.
But
So
you have
do you have,
like,
like,
don't you have
bomb
like
making?
a?
Oh, explosives.
questionable
Yeah,
ethics.
that probably does apply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had a whole like Black Ops past kind of thing.
I do have a Black Ops pass
Yeah,
for
but the
sure.
questionable
Ethics, I think, fits in that too.
Well, that
Should I add that in? Do I need to add it, or is that
Or it just
Is
lets
that one
you
of your-
crit.
helps me? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. You could buy with momentum too.
You buy extra dice.
Yeah.
We definitely need more threat.
Oh, I whiffed.
Nope.
That's
No.
a hit, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
That's just I'm low on commanded security. Strangely,
New phone.
Oh,
who
no.
dis?
I just missed.
So you got nothing.
No successes.
You made the call, and the guy you knew is dead.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
and
what
the new
happens.
guy remembers you, and he's like, no.
No.
Definitely not.
You come around here.
Mm.
All right. Well, okay.
Maybe I should make some calls.
I'm always worried about you making calls. To be honest, I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Your phone.
Let me see if I can talk to the security chief at Starbase 12. Maybe they have a lead on.
Yeah, that sounds better than
That
him
seems
making a
pretty
call.
reasonable.
Honestly, I'm sorry. My
So you're calling
Yeah,
Starbase
yes.
12.
confidence is
12.
not strong in you either.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
And what's your plan?
Maybe the security chief at Starbase 12 is an old friend of mine.
Sure. Let's see if that's true.
Let's
How,
see.
well, I mean, let's see how friendly they really are.
Right, yeah. His presence and
Command.
command.
For sure.
I should have bought dice. You're right. Next time.
There it is.
14?
Jesus Christ.
18?
The 14 actually is a
Yeah, that's gonna hit
success.
for you, right?
16. Can I buy
18.
Can I buy momentum after I've rolled? Buy an extra
I don't
one?
know.
Technically, no, but
Oh,
I didn't tell you how many successes you need, so sure.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many successes does he need?
I'm not going to say until he decides.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna let me do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He
Because
hasn't
I
told
haven't
you if
told
it's
you.
successful.
I haven't told you if
Yeah.
one is enough.
Then I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna roll
Okay.
an extra die.
13.
13?
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two.
Two
Two
successes.
successes.
2 successes.
That's what you needed. Good.
Okay.
You needed 3.
So you get on the phone with Lieutenant Commander that is the security chief for
Mhm.
Starbase 12.
Lieutenant Commander, Captain Isaac Malvta, U.S.S. Barbican.
Captain! Ha ha! Look at you!
Oh, Lieutenant Commander. Yes, I have made captain.
Well, guess some people find the right path and not be on a starbase. Congratulations!
Enjoying your posting then?
Yeah, because security is a big issue right here in the middle of the Federation.
Well, you never know. Something exciting might happen, like Orion eugenics dealers.
You're just gonna let that one out there, huh?
Are you?
Just gonna...
All right. That hasn't been a big concern, but now I'm a little worried.
Just trying to get some information, Mr. Adventure.
That's totally that guy. It's 100%
Mr. Adventure. Oh, yeah.
One of the best scenes in all of Star Trek. Is in this is his kid. This is Mr. Adventure's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who ended up as like a captain.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Had a big promising career.
Yeah. Elif Myre.
Ah. Yeah,
Are you familiar?
She comes through a couple of times a year.
Our sources indicate that she was there just a few weeks ago. Any idea where she was heading? Did she log a...
She never gives us like a flight plan or anything. Usually, it's kind of a tour of nice places to visit.
Yeah.
Their crew, when they come on board, they're very not impressed with our facilities.
Something wrong with Starbase 2012?
Well, it's just a standard Federation starbase, like out of character. It's just a
Yeah.
standard starbase, and
Oh,
it's not a luxury vessel
They are
that
not.
a billionaire would have.
I'm throwing shade.
Oh, fair. But
I felt that.
she takes a tour all through here, back galactically north.
Just that's how galaxies work.
Right? Yeah.
Back towards the core of the Federation.
Gotcha.
Doesn't usually come much farther, like just in character. Starbase 12 is here.
Yeah.
Down south is Nausicaa of the Nausicans,
Uh-huh.
the Briar Patch,
Oh, yeah.
that stuff, and then over
From
this
the
way is the
Uncle Remus story.
Cardassians. But to go north
Uh-huh.
is back to the heart of the Federation.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the safe assumption is that she kind of makes her way down to Starbase 12 and then circles back up. And
If you can, would you just send me a short list of some of her known destinations?
sure.
And can you just kind of put it out there if there are any kind of shady sources? Just kind of let it slip that the Barbican just recently came across a pre-warp Beta Z vessel.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, fascinating. Yeah, it's really, really interesting and very unique and old. Heard that's a thing she's into.
Well, what?
I'm gonna send you again.
Can I have a
Do you want to
die?
roll?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
okay.
roll. No?
Just
Right
one.
here.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, yeah.
What's unique and
Oh,
old?
okay. He goes, yeah, I can pass that around.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. Anything else?
No, but we might head your way soon if you. But I hope you're having a good time. If you get a chance and go to Ryza, avoid the fourth cabana from the bar on the Perimbian beach.
Okay.
Unless
Good
you
to
want
know.
an adventure.
Anything be better than this.
No, it's not.
Uh-oh.
Malata out.
Good information.
Yeah.
What is buried there?
What's there?
Captain.
Let's. We're going to be getting a communication soon with some possible destinations. Just on the other side of Starbase 12. So let's head towards Starbase 12 and be prepared to change course at a moment's notice. If anyone does have underworld contacts, if you could kind of let it slip. The Barbican just discovered a rare Beta Z pre-warp vessel floating in space.
Oh,
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
wait, did we?
Rorg.
Now we did.
Oh, just making sure. I'm just making sure. I don't know what everything happens on the ship.
That reminds me of the Earth joke about gullible being in the not being in the dictionary.
That's true. Gullible is not in the dictionary.
Yeah. It's got 3 L's. I know. It's fine. Look that one up. I'm just making sure.
Rorg, I'm glad you don't have criminal contacts.
No, I do not.
I got a lot of calls to make.
Somehow I figured.
All right.
I can make some inquiries myself.
Thank you.
So I have a question, and maybe this is thinking too simply, but if she's just a civilian, is it possible we could just call her?
If we had a contact frequency signal, perhaps, but
There's not a directory or like
Seems to be sort of off the grid. She was a
personal
recluse.
assistant. She
She's-
must.
yeah.
How does
She's
she
a
make her money?
billionaire. She
If
wants-
she's a billionaire, maybe she owns a company, and we could call.
I guess we
company.
should try
Like-
turning the doorknob. Is there some sort of
There's,
directory frequency of like this is the contact frequency
there's
for Aleph
100%
Mario?
chance that you could try.
Yeah.
Whether she answers.
Let's try it.
Get a personal assistant on the line. Like I feel
Um,
like we are working real hard for something.
But
If she's a recluse, though.
and could
Yes.
this not warn her of our approach if
Yeah.
we need to be stealthy?
Well,
Do we need to be stealthy? We're not seizing things from her yet. We're literally just asking her.
But it,
But the assumption would be if a Federation vessel approaches that, and they have illicit materials, that we are there to confiscate them.
Yes, but
unless
she is a collector of classic ships. She may not know what's on the ship at all. In which case, if we go in guns blazing, she's probably going to freak out and make it harder for us to do our job.
if we approach this with the ruse that we have found a rare item that we know she would be interested in as a collector, then
Yeah.
perhaps she will.
We can get her to come to us.
Yes.
The,
All the
the other
more
thing is
reason-
if we call her and if she is involved, that gives her time to hide it, to dump it, to do God knows what with it before we get there.
Okay, then can we call her as the Space IRS? And sorry,
I do.
Sorry.
I hated that as soon as it came out of my mouth.
I loved it as soon as you said it.
Yeah, that's great.
The point being, like, I think there are ways to approach this without just like, let's go complete cloak and dagger right away.
Oh, we're not doing complete
'Cause-
cloak and dagger, but we're trying to like figure out where she is so that we can like go there.
Unless we find her,
Call a
The-
personal assistant.
Trist, who we're gonna say.
I do believe seeding the idea that we have come into some sort of desirable peace is through underworld contacts is the best course of action.
As of now, she doesn't know necessarily that we're onto her. She doesn't know. We don't know that she's actually guilty of anything yet.
Also true. And to be
So
fair, she actually should have someone has some sense that the Federation is sniffing around this because they blew up an Orion ship and killed a
Well,
bunch of Orions already.
And they blew up that ship because they were talking to us.
Yeah. So
There are too many variables to know with any certainty right now what the situation entails, and especially what Elif is up to, and perhaps does not actually know what the cargo contains.
Yeah.
But if she does, then she is more likely to be suspect of anyone approaching her.
right.
Very likely.
But also her willingness to blow up her trading partners does indicate that even if she's unaware of this particular cargo, she's got something of great import to hide.
I have to think she was listening in on that conversation
Yeah.
and knows that it was us talking to them.
Yeah.
And if she hears from us,
But but by all means, let's see if we can get someone on the horn.
I mean, Occam's razor, guys.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Vincent Shizana. I think it's worth a try. Let's
Alright.
make direct contact.
Oh, you don't think it's right. Sorry.
Can I
Captain.
enact the ancient Andorian stop hitting yourself technique?
Before you get to that roll,
Yes.
I'd like to have
Oh.
an insight security roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds right.
okay.
By who?
And you can decide who's making this roll, because this is the roll for the Lieutenant Commander of Starbase 12
Oh, okay.
to find out what information you get.
Okay, so it's not my
Oh.
insight security.
Mm.
It's the
Base it off of anybody you want here
Uh-huh.
for him,
okay.
because I don't have him as a fleshed out character.
Okay. 'Cause
Mine's,
my insight security is pretty good.
mine's minimal.
Yeah, mine's 12.
Mine's
Adequate.
15.
Yeah, mine's adequate.
Oh, 15, it's
Yeah,
you.
I'm probably
Yeah.
Mine's
Okay.
11, so.
okay.
Now,
Yes.
there are 2 success conditions here.
Okay. So excited about this.
So you have to, I'm not going to show you how many successes you need for each one of these,
Okay.
but I will let you know that one of them is very difficult.
Oh, okay.
Is it the one in your left hand?
Yes.
The one you.
That's the one we
I
want.
would say
Yeah.
burn maybe some weak.
Let's get some
Yeah.
Let's get some extra die.
Yeah, I want a momentum in there.
Spicy
Give it.
threat.
Buy
Yeah.
some threat. Willing to buy some threat for this.
Yeah.
So it's hiding under there. There we go.
All right. I can't use any of my focuses or anything, can I?
Well, if it makes sense, I'll talk it out with you.
Well, I mean, this is his. This is
Right,
his
but if you
role.
had-
yeah.
we're just-
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have persuasion, and he does spend a lot of time doing security aboard a starbase.
I'll give it to you.
I thought you were going to talk about your abs again. But...
Yes, abs, yeah. He's Mr. Adventure. So. Okay, yeah. Let's try it. What do we got? Oh,
Ooh.
Crit.
yeah.
Crit.
Not a crit.
19.
Okay, those don't worry. So
Success.
2 successes.
Oof. Woof.
Oh,
At least it was not a critical fail.
yeah,
Yep.
Roll close.
no complications.
Crit
No
and 2
complications.
19s.
Yeah. So 2.
Two
So
successes. Aww.
That's the list of possible destinations.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
the galactic north.
Nice. Okay. Let's see if we got it. Yeah.
It's gonna sound like pee again.
Just do it away from the microphone.
Helm.
No.
Helm set
I'm
course.
counting on going back and being able to watch this in a week and a half
Yeah.
and being like, yeah, it's time to pee.
Helm set course for Andoria.
What?
Oh boy,
I've always wanted to visit.
this is gonna be great.
Oh, I'm so excited to go home.
Maybe we'll get to meet Ensign Shazaner's parents.
Do you really
Lieutenant
wanna meet my
Shazaner's
parents?
Yeah, all of them.
All 4 of them.
Yeah.
I have
I
a
have-
list of possible locations. Andoria is one of them.
All right.
Yes.
Might as well.
As a headcanon, because of last week's game, I started watching Sex Education,
Mm.
and for some reason those ideas got married as Epetta's parents and
Oh.
the mom from that show.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, at least one of your moms, for
One
sure.
of the moms. The other one's the stereotypical Jewish mom.
Nice.
It's all I know.
Yeah.
I'm on board for that.
Yeah.
Like, I would see Gillian Anderson with the white hair and the
Oh
Andorian
yeah.
antennas.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
sure.
hot.
Yeah.
Anything. She's
Oh
in.
my
pretty
god,
much.
she's so good.
Matt,
I'm so sorry, but if she's hot,
we should.
she asked me not to sleep with her mom, and I'm like,
We're not taking anything off the table here.
I was like, if she's Gillian Anderson, it could be a
Don't take away the
problem.
doctor's agency.
I'm not. I'm just kindly requesting.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do, but
So Mac and I are going to play your parents at the dinner table.
Oh my god.
We need everybody here.
Right? Yeah.
Except for her to be your
Everybody-
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your parents have had some remarriages, so now there's six parents.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
your 4 original parents and their 2 step parents. So
I
that,
looked
yeah.
it up. Apparently, it's just like a social construct, a social contract anyway. So they just keep, like, it has no religious purpose. It's just to hang out and make more kids.
Oh.
So yeah, it's totally likely.
Yeah. See that the Deep Space Nine novels, they talked about it as like they needed all four
Oh,
I'm
boy.
to
sure you
to
do.
recreate. to
I'm sure you
procreate.
do.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
idea is that
But
apparently
it's
Andorians
not-
are very clan-like,
Yeah.
so they just want to make a lot of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
the nuclear family.
Right. Yeah.
It's okay. So 4 of us
The
hooked up
atomic
to make
family.
kids.
It's
But
molecular.
Then people
Yeah.
drift.
To meet all, it's like being to meet all of her siblings.
oh my god, there's so
Yeah.
many.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So we're setting course for Andoria.
All right.
Call your moms.
Call your mom. This is happening now.
I get to call my parents finally. That was like a thing I tried to do.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, you have set course for Andoria and you're on the way.
Yes.
What else are we in the process of doing? I feel like I've forgotten something.
I've got to repair the ship. The ship can take
Oh, there was
damage.
some
Yeah.
other things. You can absolutely work on that.
I'm using this time to repair the damage to the ship, get everything tip top,
How
fully
long
loaded.
is this trip?
It's probably about 3 days.
I'm gonna make sure we have
If
all
you
the
wanna
health
break
stuff we
the-
need.
I don't actually know in the timeline if we're to the point where everybody has the keep it under 35 speed limit.
Oh. Yeah, I
that-
think so. Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was like 3rd season next
In
gen.
Next Generation, at one point they realized like
Oh, right.
high warp is ripping the
Oh,
universe
yeah,
apart.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it unless you really need to.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, like new Federation rule, like we don't go over warp 7 unless it's like an absolute emergency.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Because they can all go to like warp 9 or something like that, but yeah,
Right,
more.
we're fucking up subspace.
Right, yeah. What?
Not surprising.
Well, I'm thinking if there's 3 days, that the captain should definitely come for his session with Trist.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of time for that.
I am
Well, I
way
wanna-
too busy for that. There's lots of repairs.
Well, I want to talk
Let
to the
me-
captain because other people are not coming in for their sessions as has been mandated by the captain.
Oh, really?
Oh, well,
And-
let me say that in character with a
Sorry.
little less of the
Sorry.
back
With
stab
less
smile.
Max ass. Okay.
Captain, I am concerned. Many of the crew that have been mandated to come and have counseling sessions with me have not shown up, including yourself. I understand that things have been busy, but we should make sure that this is also a priority. The mental health of the crew is imperative.
The mental health of the crew is shaky at best, I think.
And
Sometimes.
that is why I am concerned and why we should make all efforts to rectify that as much as possible. Starting with yourself.
Starting with me. Sure. Yes. All right. How's your now?
My now is acceptable.
Great. And then after this session, you can bring me a list prioritized of the crew members you think most need to
That is
The other
something I can
sessions.
absolutely provide to you.
Thank you. So, my world is a little weird. It's been a little stressful. I was made captain, if you remember.
I do recall.
And we are now part of a Black Ops organization within Starfleet and the Federation.
Also facts of which I am aware.
That's really interesting.
But how are you feeling about it?
Conflicted, honestly. Conflicted. You know, the thing is, Trist, is that I got into this wanting to just make the universe a better place.
A noble goal, to be sure.
And I don't have concrete evidence if I'm doing that. When I was a security chief, I knew that what I was doing was having a direct effect on the safety of the crew that I was charged to protect. And I knew that the missions that we were performing were of vital importance to the betterment of the Federation and its ideals. And now, that might be the case, and it might not. And I don't know if I'll know that until my career is over.
I don't think that is an accurate statement. Just because you have been promoted to captain doesn't mean that your past life has been completely erased from your current situation. These are skills that you can still apply and still use. Just because you're a captain does not mean that you lack the security intelligence that you once had. And you are making a difference. It's impossible for you not to as captain.
Really? It's impossible for me to not make a difference.
You are making a difference. You are making hard decisions that many others would not be able to step up to.
But how am I supposed to know if I'm making the right ones, Trist? How
Do we
I
ever
that?
know if we are making the correct decisions?
I thought I did. I used to think I was making the right decisions, and I knew it, and I felt it in my gut. And now I feel like I'm flinging ideas into the void and hoping that one of them sticks.
You need to rediscover this gut feeling that you had before. Perhaps using some of the talents that you still possess will assist you in this. Instead of thinking of this as a completely separate position that does not have any bearing or connection to your past life, think of it as the continuation.
Continuation.
Is being captain not a part of being security? You are in charge of the safety of your crew, and that in itself is a security position.
I don't think if I've mentioned this lately, but you're really good at this.
There is a reason I hold this position on ship.
I was maybe a little specious, but I wasn't sure that an android could be a good counselor. And I know that I was being narrow-minded, but I was never really sure counselors were important in the first place.
This is a sentiment I have encountered many, many times, and including many times from the crew of the ship, which is why it is so important to me that I am able to do my duties to their fullest, as you find it important to do your duties to your fullest.
I will be looking forward to that list, and I will make absolutely sure that people follow their orders and get to these sessions.
And I look forward to the next session, which we have.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you about my last month.
And scene.
Oh my gosh. Woo! So
I love
good.
Trist. Trist is best counselor ever.
Trist is best girl.
I'm super
Right?
excited because I wrote the notes of your session.
I saw you scribbling. I was wondering. All
I was
right.
gonna say, like, what information have we learned?
But it's through the filter of me. So it's
Yeah.
completely not what you actually said.
Dave the bartender.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yes.
Captain unsure if he's still helping the Federation. Trist says, be a leader. How can I know if I'm on the right side of history? Find your center, bitch. Being captain is a step up and not a step away.
Nice, that's good.
All that is so
I
much.
wasn't sure if you could. Oh!
It's
It's
the
going
cops.
around. It's going around.
I think it's
blame
the
it
I am
cops.
so
Cops,
terrified of knocking over my glass tonight.
I think it's the
It's
cops.
making its way down.
I'm
Right?
so scared now.
I know you're next.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of Final Destination
I
bullshit
know.
is this?
Once you've seen it, within 30 minutes, you spill your own drink.
Oh, God. Why?
It's The Ring meets Final Destination.
Right? Yeah.
But now your notes are delicious.
What if we were all supposed to spill our drink that night?
Oh, and I was enjoying this beautiful
Oh my-
recap.
People think I can't hold my alcohol. You know?
We're here all week.
You know what? You say that, and then
It's all right. It
It
just
skipped you. It skipped you.
Has it though?
You're the
Right.
final destination.
yeah. See,
time.
once it skips you, it comes back because you can't escape the drink spill.
It just these have to dry.
I'm just gonna have to sit here and just chug this.
I'll move away
It's
because
just-
I don't want to get
It's
stained.
just 100% gonna be now. My pad has a patina. That's all.
Yep.
But
Yes, the rest of the notes.
Yes.
Captain says, "I wasn't sure you could do this, or that your position is even necessary." And then Trist says, "I rock."
Oh gosh.
Direct dialogue.
Nice. Oh my god.
Trist does rock.
Beautiful.
Now what? I had something else written down on a piece of paper.
I also
Where
need
did
Well,
a meeting with the
it's-
captain, but
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't have to be right this
Yeah.
second.
And the counselor.
I've decided Epetta really wants to show people like Andorian children's games before they get there, which you can assume is all just excuses to beat each other up.
the killing?
Yeah.
You ever played that game? It's called tennis, where you just hit each other's hands really hard.
Oh,
This is
No.
called a suplex.
I honestly thought I misheard you at first, and I thought you said, "Have you ever played that game? It's called tetanus."
Different game, just as fun.
Stab
Have
with
you
rusty
ever-
Right, yeah.
knives.
Let me introduce you to the Ushot
You
knife.
stab,
I know
stab
I'm
each
not
other with
supposed
a
to
rusty
read
knife.
stuff from chat on the stream, but I have to because it's one of the funniest things I've ever
All right,
read.
I'm in.
Or I think it is Buddha Day said, okay, I have to share this. In my Monster Hearts game, a ghost died on her way to the record store. I named it Vinyl Destination.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
Booty day.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I had to share it. I had to.
Ah.
I'm alive again.
Oh.
That resurrected me.
And I am dead.
Oh, dead,
I
dead,
live,
dead.
I die, I live again.
Yes.
Mediocre!
Long live the me!
Ah,
Sorry, I
beautiful.
had to.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so good.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
all right.
Star Trek.
So, after that disaster,
Wow. Criticism of our scene?
no, wow, my disaster.
Oh, where you spilled wine all over your
I'm a
papers.
very
Yeah,
clean
that
bartender,
disaster.
usually.
We had a beautiful, sensitive scene followed by just pure fucking chaos. I love it.
Dave threw his glass of wine across the table. All of us are covered in wine at this point. If you're just listening, don't look at the video. That's what's happening.
That's right.
Yeah.
Literally dripping down Jason's nose.
It's in our hair.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
terrible.
It's like the blood in a Dragon Age
Yeah,
game.
it's the red wine again here.
Right, yeah.
It's Carrie all up.
Right.
Yes.
The turbo lift door opens and there's two little girls.
Would you like to come play?
Because you should get on with it. You're playing a game
Right.
right now.
Now all the carpets in the Barbican are that carpet.
It got,
Yes.
I
it
know.
got dark all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like we're back in the shade.
Yeah.
I know this place.
Oh, yeah.
I live there. I live there.
We all float down here.
You just came to the shade. I was born here.
Molded by it.
All right.
Wow. I'm so sorry for whoever's listening to this portion. You're like, what is going on?
I'm
I'm
not
not
even
sorry.
Of course you're not.
Because we have to
It's
live it. You
beautiful.
do too.
Right. I want to know the numbers of how many like hardcore Star Trek fans tune into this and they're like super excited, and then after about 30 minutes they're like, "Fuck man."
I think we're keeping
But you
it
know
pretty
what? We're
canon.
pulling in that Orville crowd.
That's right. Yeah, the Orville fans are like, "Yes, give me this."
Do you like Galaxy Quest? Then boy, have we got the podcast for you.
Would you like to know more?
Needing to know more intensifies.
I watched
All right.
that movie for like the first time since like my freshman year of college a couple nights ago, and it started the biggest fight between me and my boyfriend I've ever had.
Wait, who is pro Starship Troopers and who is anti
We're
Starship?
both pro Starship Troopers, just I
Okay.
believe that it kind of fails as being satire, and he doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with Bay, so sorry. We'll have to talk about
Let's
this
not
later.
fight.
Sorry.
Let's not fight
Let's
now.
not fight now.
All right.
Sorry, but it's
Yeah.
fresh.
You are just arriving in the Andorian star system.
Yay!
Unless you're
Hey,
make your repair roll. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
should make my repair.
I totally forgot.
and I need to have a conversation with the kid.
Oh, yes.
So this is control engineering.
Sure. Perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Oh yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was minor damage to start with, but
Yeah.
you got your crews out there and they bumped it right out.
Woohoo!
Little Bondo, you're good.
Bing bam. Just rolled around in some Jeffries tubes,
Yeah.
reset
Yeah.
the plasma manifold.
Went out there with one of those suction cups and just
the EPS
pulled
relay.
that dent right out.
Filed the TPS
Beep, beep,
reports.
beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep.
Yeah.
Ship's good.
Yes.
Repainted the pinup on the side.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the key. Well, racing stripes. Come on.
Yeah.
Flame.
It makes
flame
it go
decals.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea.
They sure they're like right.
Okay, so there's this one really old guy that's the dude that by hand paints the stripe down the side of a Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah.
One
That's
dude.
his job.
By hand?
Wow.
By hand. And he starts at the front fender and he makes the little curl and then he brings it all the way down the 20-foot long vehicle
Holy shit.
by hand.
Jesus.
That's the guy that you
That's the
have
guy.
on your
That's
staff.
the guy that. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
was like, you got to put that right back, right where it was.
He's like 75.
Yep.
What?
White
Put
hair.
on your spacesuit, buddy. Get out there. I know we're at warp. You can do it.
That's why they're so expensive. They have to pay to keep him preternaturally alive.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the Anagathics from Traveler. All right.
Yep. So ship's tip top.
Your ship is all good. Conversation with the captain before you get to Andor.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just so I know ahead of time, did we already call the billionaire collector?
Nobody
We did.
has.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have
Okay.
not called the billionaire
Great.
collector.
Yeah, we did not do
Good.
that yet.
I need to have a one-on-one conversation before that happens.
Okay.
Where are we having this conversation?
Wherever you want to have it.
We
Ready
can
room,
look
switch
at somebody
shirts.
having the
Ready
Starlight
room.
Lounge because nobody's used it yet.
Oh yeah, we should be in the
Yeah.
lounge.
Starlight
Is that private?
No.
No.
Oh, this needs to be a private.
But I mean, you
Damn
can
it.
have like a quiet
Can be
conversation.
Ready
better.
room.
Okay.
They're
All
ready.
right.
We're
Ready room, switch shirts.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It really comes down to what kind of private conversation you want. Like, if you want the, we're having a private conversation at a table, but there's other people around.
Oh no, we need to have like a formal
Oh.
Yeah.
Captain XO conversation.
Okay.
Then-
yeah. It's
Yeah.
probably the ready room. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the most secure place, probably.
So, Captain, I want to first of all formally log a commendation for Lieutenant Rorg. His research into the lead on this ship collector was invaluable, and he deserves a commendation for that.
getting them pips.
His paranoia finally paid off. He was right.
He was.
Paranoia or
He was. And credit where
reasonable
credit's due.
suspicion.
Noted.
Reasonable suspicion of things.
Additionally,
High on list.
Super busy with ship.
I
Painting that stripe.
additionally, I must formally object to the idea of contacting the collector by subspace or remote. I will, of course, support you if this is what you end up doing. However, please hear me out, if I may.
All right.
Whoever was listening in to our conversation with the Orions knows who we are. They know the Barbican. They must have had all of the telemetry, who the Orions were talking to. And if this woman is the one who sent the signal to destroy their ship, then she knows who we are and will absolutely identify the idea that we're coming for her. She blew up the ship. If it was her, she blew up the ship to keep us from finding out about her. And if it's not her, I suppose no harm done. But that coin flip seems dire to me.
All right. What is your alternative suggestion?
To not contact her until we're able to move in close. I'm concerned that she will simply run and to a position where we don't have any cues or clues as to where she is.
And how long do you think we should spend chasing her around the galaxy?
A reasonable amount of time? 1, 2, 3. We haven't met anyone yet. I think if we chase down several leads and we still don't have anything, then we need to know more. But there is, if she's the one who sent the signal, then she is the one we're looking for, and she absolutely knows who we are. And if she didn't send the signal, then she's not the one we're looking for.
All right. Question for you. Is there any way that signal could be sent from as far away as here?
I don't know. I've been researching, and I honestly don't know the precedent for this type of thing. I think if it's, well, my theory would be in doing business with them, the collector installed a device on the ship to monitor their communications, to make sure they kept her secrets, and the ability to eject their warp core. Catastrophic failure that looks like an accident. If we hadn't detected the signal, we wouldn't even know that that's the case.
All right. We'll play it your way.
Thank you, Captain. Your confidence gives me, assures me.
But I don't want to spend weeks chasing ghosts out here.
No.
If we don't find her soon, then we will take a more direct approach.
Well, I couldn't agree more. Once we've exhausted credible leads, there's no reason not to.
All right. Let's also hedge our bets. Let's make sure that we're looking into locating the Klingon trader as well.
Yeah, I'll contact command and see if they have leads for us there.
Good. Anything else, Commander?
That's all I have to report for now. I'll look forward to reading your logs from your trip.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Commander, before you go, you have an appointment with Counselor Trist.
I do, in about an hour, I think.
Good. Make sure the doctor goes to her appointment that I scheduled for her at at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh, I will communicate that to her. I don't think she will be enthusiastic about the news.
She will not, which is why I would like you to personally oversee making sure that she arrives for her appointment.
Thank you, Captain.
It's my pleasure, number one. And thanks for looking into this while we were on vacation.
Is that the order of the people you'd like to see?
I'm satisfied with my care.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty
I wanna
much.
know the order.
Oh no! No, you don't get to know. That's the
Captain's on
captain.
Sharon. Unless you're going to try and make a roll to break into his quarters.
Don't tempt me.
I was like, yes.
We all know you're the top of the list.
Recipe for a court martial.
You make some choices and let's see what
They're
happens.
literally
if you
gonna
don't
have to
make
get me
success.
like kicking and screaming like
There you
in
go.
there. Dear
Alos
gosh,
may be a bad influence on me.
don't blame me for your poor choices.
All right. So you guys arrive in the Andorian home world system.
And we're saying we've all had counseling at this point?
yeah, we
Oh yeah,
we all
totally.
did that.
Oh.
No. We're not glossing over
They all
those.
went to their counseling sessions, right? They all.
I have
Everyone- everyone
definitely
went to this.
avoided mine as much as possible.
So
I slept through my first one.
you arrive. Oh no. Andoria is complicated because they have a very specific traffic system.
Yeah.
So you have to come out of warp on the edge of their system, and then you're escorted by a ship to the inner system, and it's raining really hard outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I thought it was the air conditioning.
It is, just not in the way you think.
I'm California. I don't know
It
how
is
it works.
conditioning the air. Yes.
So it's going to take upwards of 12 hours to actually get to orbit
Lord.
Andorian.
Can we contact the Andorian authorities at this point and ask them, have they seen this ship?
You can try.
Yeah. Let's go straight to Andorian Strategic Command or whatever they.
Okay.
Andorian actual.
Andoria Actual. Yeah.
No, but you know
going right for
protocol
the
better
top,
here, I'm
yeah.
guessing.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take
so you're
Andorian
right
actually and be
protocol
like, you
better.
want to contact like the central command of
Um,
Andorian and be like, give me the 5-star admiral of Andorian military.
I mean,
I
Have a
I
really
want to
sounds-
talk to the highest level of the Andorian command that they will allow me to,
Okay.
as captain of a Federation ship on urgent business. Yeah.
And there's like a Federation space station around
Yeah,
in orbit,
Yeah.
but it's just a very convoluted system. Like
Right. Yeah.
they're very security oriented and they're
Yeah.
not real welcoming to outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I imagine our
Yeah.
ship has like that weird like, why do you have such high clearance? You're captain
Yeah.
of a ship.
Right,
like
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You actually do
100%.
outrank me.
Yeah.
I will give you a total like you will need
Yeah.
less successes to accomplish goals like that, but it's still a thing.
Yeah. So I want to talk to the commander of the Federation Starbase here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can
So you can-
somebody assist with that? Because diplomacy is part of my
Well, to talk to the
background.
commander
Oh,
of
yeah.
that starbase, you don't need any role. Like you can just call him.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like if it gets, you call him, you
Right,
start
okay.
talking to me,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
If it gets to a role, I'll let you know.
Yeah, just so you know, that's part of Trist's background is more of a
Yes.
diplomacy negotiation.
Nice. Okay.
If you want to talk to like an Andorian authority figure, that's going to need some more diplomacy stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's not calling up like, "Hey, brother in arms, like, what's
Right,
up?"
yeah.
Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk to the commander of the Starbase first.
Sure.
We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah. And Lieutenant Shazana, hail him.
Oh, me?
Sorry. You had to do anything. It's just that's the other button. You have
I mean-
pew, pew, and hail.
I mean, yeah.
do
except
not
for
mix those up.
Like, I feel like
Oh, I guess
kinda-
it's Ubracy. We have an
Yeah, I
actual.
was gonna
Yeah,
say,
we
it
have a
feels
comms
racist
officer.
to make
Yeah.
me do it.
No, they gave Worf and the tactical station on Next Generation communications because they
Didn't know what else to
they didn't know what else to do.
They
Yeah.
needed to give him something that wasn't murder.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a great idea.
yeah. So, but yeah, we have communications officers. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Lieutenant Ubracy, open.
Sure.
The commander of the Starbase.
And on the screen, there is now a first rank admiral.
Oh.
Oh.
Admiral. Oh, do I know who this admiral is?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
You haven't spent a lot of time here in your background.
Yeah.
I think so.
No.
How many abs does she have?
Admiral, not admiral.
Admiral.
That's his rank
Admiral.
after Ultra Captain.
Admiral.
Is it possible I would know?
Maybe?
I might like
Oh,
rub
yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not subtle though, so it's like really, it's probably like a stage whisper.
But,
Well, you can
Lieutenant,
do that before
Yeah,
communications
okay.
are established. You don't have to run in and be like, hey.
Okay.
Admiral, this is Captain Isaac Malata, the U.S.S. Barbican. I didn't expect you to answer. I thought there would be a commanding officer, lower rank. I hope I'm not
Not
imposing
at
too much.
all. It's... She kind of does the lean in to the screen, and she goes, you know, the Andorians demand a certain level of respect. So,
I completely understand.
Yeah, we know how they are.
Yeah, those Andorians.
What do you say? Huh?
I think it's pretty clear what you're saying.
You shut up your eyes.
Those damn loud eyes.
Changed my mind.
With all due respect to the Andorians, we're here on fairly urgent business on a classified mission. We are attempting to locate an independent citizen named Aleph Mire. Aleph Mire.
well, sure.
Is there some way to find out if she is indeed in this system, or if we have just come to the wrong place?
Well, I can tell you she's not here. Even your computer would be able to tell you she's not here right away. Her ship's pretty hard to miss.
I see.
But she comes through once in a while. It's been a bit, but she visits, spends a little time on the glacier.
That hasn't been here recently?
No, certainly not. Anytime in the last few months.
I see.
I'd have to double check to see when she was here last exactly, but
So she's due to come back.
If you could have one of your aides send us over any intelligence on her ship or her movements,
sure.
that would be very much appreciated.
yeah, we can compile something for you, no problem.
And if she comes back to this system, would you please contact us and let me know?
We can make a call. Do we need to worry about trying to detain her? Has something gone on?
Admiral, can we go to a secure channel, priority 1?
Certainly. She reaches over and kind
Beep, boop, bop.
Take me off speakerphone.
yeah.
Take me off the goddamn
of, and then there's like a red border
Oh,
around
yeah,
the screen with like a repeating Star Trek logo,
Yeah.
almost like a chair rail.
Yeah,
The Star Trek
right, yeah,
logo.
right, yeah. Admiral, we have reason to believe that Ms. Mare may have come into possession of a ship from the eugenics wars, possibly even containing cryogenically frozen, genetically engineered people from the eugenics wars.
Oh, good heavens!
Yeah, as you might imagine, the situation is very dire.
Well, I'll send you over everything we have immediately, but I'm afraid again she hasn't been here in a bit, so
I see.
I don't have any perfectly up-to-date information.
Understood. If you can, if you have any sources that might have a better idea of her whereabouts, if you could put them in contact with us, we could really save us a lot of time.
Certainly. I will get my staff on it right away.
I don't need to explain the importance of that particular problem.
Is this something all of us can hear?
Yes,
Like,
yeah. This the whole bridge.
He's on the
Everybody on the
bridge.
bridge can hear this. So, yeah.
Captain, if I may,
Yes, Commander.
perhaps if they had the opportunity to detain her if she returns without making it look like they're detaining her, find some way to occupy her time or delay without realizing that
You can just say they're doing an inspection on her ship or something, you
Something,
know.
yes.
just-
Red tape and paperwork.
Yes.
you know, inspections are always good.
If you can delay her without arousing suspicion, Admiral, that could
I'm
be
sure we
extremely
could come
useful.
up with something.
And
Maybe a special award, you know. You could say she's getting something nice. That's always
Francis
nice too.
Scott
Oh, yeah.
Citizenship
Key.
award.
A special honor.
Oh yeah, I always like a good award.
Thank you, Admiral. And as much as I would love to see the glaciers of Andoria, I don't think we're going to have time.
But don't cry, don't cry. It's okay. You'll see your family again soon.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. Go on.
They're gonna die.
So here's the real question:
Uh-huh.
Have you begun the security corridor
It'll
before
take
you make this call?
No, I don't think we would have because
Okay.
I wouldn't want to get caught in it.
But
We
the,
can't back out.
the what now? Did that
Or
mean something?
unless
takes 12
they
hours to get to
immediately
security.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
right.
have to be escorted.
Yeah.
That thing. Yes.
Because to me, 12 hours sounds like a
That's a
thought
long
of
time.
time.
That's an
Yeah,
age. Yeah.
You know, we've got leads to.
yeah,
We should get going on to the second
Counseling sessions.
next place.
All of
To
them
avoid.
could fit in there.
yeah.
All of them
To
within the
avoid.
12-hour session.
Yeah, so we
Within
should
the 12 hours.
definitely get to
Yeah.
something
Thing.
that
That's not here.
would be not here and would be maybe already in danger.
Whatever he
Yes.
said.
So that we could be working.
Well,
Mandated.
We
I'm-
can be working.
I'm looking forward to my session.
Peta just gives you the biggest saucer eyes.
Yeah.
though.
Aww.
You know what? I will because there is a population crisis on Andor. I will allow any Andorian crew members who want to take leave because we're so close to Andor. I will allow them. Yeah. Andorians need to make babies right now. So,
I also was incorrect. I just looked it up, and Andorian partners are life mates.
Oh.
So it's actually the hyper reverse.
Oh.
They will actually pick their spouses over their children.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
We've spawned you. Now go.
You can make
Yeah.
more.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Be gone with you.
There's a
Like-
very
like that old,
small
like,
window for
We
children.
made you. We can make more of you.
Hmm.
Just a correction as for something
Interesting.
earlier, because I care
Very
about
good.
that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
But if
Alright.
you want to have a peta, like, go take some leave and go.
it seems like this is more of a pressing issue than visiting my family.
Yeah.
So she may send like a
We
message.
can have an Epetta episode where you're off on a shuttlecraft.
I'm holding on to it for when I have to miss for work or something.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So it's
Alright.
okay, but she does give you saucer eyes.
yeah.
Aw.
Perhaps this is something you should discuss at 10 at noon tomorrow.
After a loss.
Aw.
I'm going tonight.
But because you want to.
Yeah.
I
I can't imagine not
After work.
looking forward to this enthusiastically.
Oh, okay.
It's just not necessary.
That is incorrect.
All right, let's just.
We basically already
Take
talked,
action.
like not that long ago. I feel really good about it.
So,
Right, yeah. So we're gonna go to. Where did I put it?
We dealt
We're gonna
quickly
go
and swiftly
to.
with my loss.
Let's go alphabetical order. Let's go to Babel next. Set course for the Babel system.
Is there a big tower there?
Yeah. There is.
Mhm.
The whole planet is just one big
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah.
so give me a just straight insight check.
Oh, okay. Just insight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 dice.
Oh, 2 dice. Oh, that's a
Damn.
delta, so crit, and then the other one's a 12, so it doesn't quite hit my insight.
Okay.
So,
But still
2?
2 successes.
yes,
2
2
successes.
successes.
Okay. The Babel system is also known as Wolf 424.
Oh. Near Wolf 359. Not know that.
There's a little bit of information that you might not have connected the dots about.
Wolf
But
359 was the site of a very big battle
Yeah.
Not long ago.
not very long ago between the
Yeah.
Federation and the Borg
Yes.
that
Jeez.
we won. It worked out. It
Barely.
was really not pleasant.
Yeah.
It
But
was
like over 50% of
Yeah.
Starfleet was destroyed.
our
Wow.
ship exists
Yeah.
and exists in the form that it does because of the battle at Wolf 359.
Yeah.
So what, like a decade ago?
This is like
No, like-
3 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like,
So, like-
you know people in Starfleet that survive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
They all have PTSD.
I came out of the
Okay.
academy like 3 years ago, so
yeah,
yeah.
but
That's,
it
that's
was
intense. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a big deal. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Extremely recent.
I would like to, and this may be a Kalim sort of you and me working together situation here.
Together
I'd like to
forever.
take whatever intelligence and info they had, particularly specs on Murray's ship.
Okay.
And see, because we've been unable to scan for it and just find it, but just to see with that added information loaded into our sensors and our long range sensors to try to figure out, find the ships. We can just
Mm-hmm.
sure.
go get the ship.
I am 100% on board for that.
All right, so that's
So you guys can work together. Let's do insight engineering,
insight engineering.
Okay.
and then you can assist with insight science if you want.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I'm going to do I know my ship and add a d20.
And can the ship roll?
The ship can roll, for sure.
Someone
With
wants to roll
sensors and engineering.
Sensor
Security?
engineering.
Not security?
Sensors and okay.
So
So I'm
11.
doing insight engineering. I need less than 12. Oh, you crappers.
Nope.
So I got 1 success, 2 successes, and a critical failure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
A complication.
okay. So you load in the parameters on the ship, and this ship is huge.
Wow.
Like, this is
Like a moving space station. sort of
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So it's like design-wise, in the way I'm picturing it, is it's sort of a giant cylinder
Right.
of a ship, and the back end is like a ring of warp nacelles.
Wow.
So
To
it's
make
got,
it go.
It's got kind of a big back end then.
Yes,
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
it
All
knows
right.
how to back it up.
We like big back ends.
Yeah.
Cannot lie.
So it's sort of,
Can't
yeah,
lie.
But
Yeah.
mass-wise, you're talking on the order of like,
this is like the world eater ship.
That's,
yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
it would be a safe guess that like it would be 5 or 6 Galaxy-class ships.
That's a big ship.
that actually
Like-
is a moon.
It is, yeah. No, it is both a moon and a space station.
It's large. Yeah.
Oof, and it moves? Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
It likes to move and
That's-
move it.
Yeah, well, with a rear end like that, you know it's going to move it.
Push it real good.
Yeah,
All right.
with that level, with the nacelles. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
It's gotta leave a clearly identifiable trail and like gravity wake. That is a massive amount of ship.
You still have to get within a certain distance of it to be
Yeah.
able to detect something.
All right.
Sure.
What's the complication?
Your bloody nose.
I know what the complication is, but you don't.
Oh.
I imagine that entire
This is not
conversation was in character, and so like someone else walked in and heard you guys talking about the ship like this is like okay and moving.
Yeah, but we're
Okay.
just deadpan,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
actually
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about like, wow, look at that.
That's really
The
real
number of
big back
nacelles
end,
on there
yeah.
are like, that's remarkable
It's
mass.
got a fat back. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Kinda
of
like
course.
walked in.
Somebody
Turn
call
around and walked
HR.
Yeah, the power requirements.
Makes
is
the rock and
very-
roll go round.
Right.
It's a real
a good
power
way to
bottom.
think about it is like the Mormon ship from The Expanse.
Yeah. The Nauvoo. Got it.
Yes, that's the name I couldn't think of the top of my head,
Oh,
but yeah.
the Nauvoo.
So it is on that order
On
of
that order of
magnitude.
size.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, that's a big ship. It's a big ship. Okay.
And that's a ship that doesn't have to put into port very often.
No.
No.
Yeah.
In fact,
ever.
there isn't any starbase you know of that could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who could house it? Yeah, no.
No. But regardless, our long range sensors are still unable to find said massive ship because space is really massive. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Still have to get, and like your long range sensors might detect it, like if it was on the move.
Right.
But if it stops somewhere, it just looks like an asteroid.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And there's a complication coming later. That's going to be great.
There's some complications.
That shouldn't be a
I'm
problem.
not worried about that at all.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's never an issue.
Yeah, it's going to your counseling session.
Listen,
Just start scribbling a note and hand it.
I gotta tell you, I really wanted to make this counseling session, but I had all this data to crunch, and it was a lot of data, and it really required a lot of crunching, and like it was a lot of screens, and I was just busy.
I'm
The
good.
I've just
captain,
been busy.
the captain arrives at engineering
Well, I'll be escorting people.
at 10 a.m. Oh, I got this one.
All right.
Hey, Skip, how's it going?
I gave you the worst one.
Oh, actually, yeah. At 10 a.m. I'm standing outside the office making sure the doctor stays in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you need 2 hours with the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Should we start her at 8?
It's 11.
Oh,
11
okay.
for you. Good thing you don't need sleep.
Thank God.
Best character trait ever. Rorg,
Yes, Skip.
it's 11 a.m.
Yep.
Do you know where your children are?
I believe you have an appointment, Lieutenant.
There's a lot going on here. We got a lot of variables. Is there any way we could do it another time?
No.
I'm just worried. I'm really worried about we're going into this mission and we don't know what we're going to face. We don't know what she's thinking. I think that it's really going to serve us to stay focused on, I don't know, work.
So there are a lot of variables.
Yeah.
You're concerned
Yes.
because we need to be ready.
We need to be working because we're going into a dangerous situation.
We need our full faculties about us.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we need to be prepared for the eventuality of, being in the middle of a situation.
Everyone
here.
should be doing their job right now at 110%.
Everyone should just be doing their job. Is
Right.
Really what I'm saying. And
Yes.
my job right now is here in engineering, doing engineering.
Oh, except, Rorg, I think you forgot. I've been promoted to your captain, and your job is whatever I tell you your job is.
Technically, yes. Is this an order? Is that what you're saying? This is an order.
Rorg?
Yeah.
You're one of my oldest friends.
That is, I am.
And I've known you since you were a child,
Yes.
and I was just a slightly older child.
Exactly. Yep. And that is all. This is true. And you know that I'm good, and that we're working here. There's
Rorg.
work to be done.
I know, Rorg.
So I would rather be doing my work.
I need you to do your work with the counselor right now.
Is this an order?
Does it have to be Rorg?
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
don't know. I
I
have
don't know him, but
persuasion,
yeah.
persuasion, interrogation, dauntless.
I think
You
you
don't
got to
have
roll
you don't
for
have to
it.
make a roll for
Yeah.
an order.
Yeah, no,
you can make it. You just have to
make an
say
order.
yes, it is.
I
You
know.
just have to say
I want
yes.
to talk him into it without having to
Yeah,
order
yeah.
him. I want.
You can try.
I'm laying on the captain guilt to try and
You
get you
can
to do
try.
it.
And
No,
I'm
it's got to
saying
be an order.
There is. You see all these things we have to do, and we keep flying into situations that we are unprepared for.
Yeah.
And I would not like to continue to do that, especially since we know so few things about this person. I really feel like right now, the priority is making sure that we are all ready for this situation and ready for all eventualities, and taking me out of engineering for an hour or whatever to go talk about my feelings in the middle of a serious mission is maybe not the best use of our time. If it's an order, obviously, I'll go. But I'm just saying this might not be the moment for us to sit down and everyone like figure out their shit. We've got work to do. We're chasing who knows what that's got a ship full of who knows what across the galaxy, and having the command crew not do their jobs just seems like not the best time. Is all I'm saying.
Rorg,
Yes.
buddy,
Yes. Yes, Skip.
that was a beautiful speech,
Thank you.
and I completely agree with you.
Great. Then I'm just going to get back to work, and I will see you later.
I order you to go to your counseling session and delegate your work to be done to your junior crew.
All right. If that's the order, then that's the order.
That's the order.
No.
You missed the perfect opportunity.
With
The order is given.
the order's out, right? Yeah.
The order given?
It's given.
Fine.
That's awesome.
That speech was so good. I was on your
I know,
side.
right?
I was rooting
It
for
was
you.
the most epic deflection I've ever heard.
Right?
I've had some
Oh.
experience.
Yeah.
Well, the best part is it's Captain versus Klingon Vulcan.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah,
It's like, I got my feeling.
I got the
Right.
feeling.
I got it.
yeah, right, yeah. I have
They're in
feelings.
check.
I will eat them or I will swallow
drink
them. But either way, they're not coming out.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're fine.
They will only come out with violence or sex, perhaps
Or
both
Both
at the same time.
If
Don't even
everyone's
worry
into
about
it,
That's what the
Yeah.
holodeck is for.
Right.
All right, fine.
This is a beautiful speech, though.
Thank
It's awesome.
that was amazing.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. God damn it.
Oh, I'm so
you're
sorry.
in first. Yeah, you're
No,
in first.
no,
I'm standing in the hallway waiting for you to be done.
Nope.
Oh, well, then we'll have to rewind a little bit.
Oh, am I in it?
Well, yeah, yours is first.
Yours is
You're-
first.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything's happening.
Well,
No,
yeah,
it's 100%. It's 100% starting with Commander
Caleb's
Caleb
in.
shows
Caleb
up at your
like
door.
showing up at sick bay
Yeah. Like at
at like
8:45.
Yeah,
I
was
would
gonna say,
actually
yeah.
recommend that you show up at her quarters.
Well, yeah, I can find where she is. That's
Totally,
easy, right?
Get
Yeah.
the surprise her at her quarters.
Computer, locate Dr. Alos.
Yeah.
But wait,
Teleport Dr. Alos to the.
but Commander Kalim's session was last night.
Uh-huh.
You're back in time.
I want a snippet.
We should flashback the other ones during other episodes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We totally can. Yeah. I'm,
Although
yeah.
That's a
Caleb-
great
Caleb's
idea.
is totally
Yeah.
fine.
That is a great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different episodes we can flashback
Well,
to their
Uh-huh.
various
Little
counseling
bite-sized
sessions.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I dig it. I dig it. So,
Cool,
yeah, well, we had
thanks.
like a good captain session this time. So next time we'll do the commander and the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
and then,
for the record, Commander Kalim is getting the doctor to her session,
Yes.
Yeah.
come hell or high water.
Yeah, okay.
Did you take the entire time I was in the bathroom to deflect your session?
Yeah.
It was
The
amazing.
entire time.
It was
Still
real
didn't
good.
work.
It was
Yeah.
art. I mean, that was.
It was some of
It
the
would
most
have worked if
beautiful-
I didn't outrank him by a lot.
Yeah. So much
That was
outranking.
like
We all.
And there is
anime
there's
women
no
with a little roller ball with point defense shields.
There
on
is no
Robotech.
Starship officer that ever would have like. There's no way on any Starship show they would have ever stood for that. Every other captain would have been like, "Shut up! I gave you an order,
Yeah.
and I'm gone."
It's only because, like, you're my kid brother.
Oh, your childhood friends. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, I'm like 5 years older, and
Yeah.
like basically like he was my
Yeah.
little brother growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the only reason Rorg gets to make his
So
speech.
It's hilarious.
So close.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you were like 2 pips away.
Anyway, we're fine.
Now- I will say, if it ever comes down to it, and two people at the table have like a legit disagreement, and we want to have like a dice rolling thing,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
You guys just let me know,
Yeah.
like you're seriously like that. We're at loggerheads here, and this
Yeah.
is not gonna
Yeah.
happen unless
Yeah.
something happens.
Is there opposed roll mechanics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
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 So if it ever gets to that point in the role play, just say, hey.
Yeah.
My character's not going to change their position. My character's not going to change their position, and we'll figure it out.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
That is on the table.
Yeah.
Yes. Fine. So.
All right. So, you have gotten while you were
Yeah.
away.
Oh yeah.
The ship, you guys got like details on Myra's ship,
Oh okay. Cool.
and
It's
they have
real
sort of
big.
set up the sensors to search.
Yeah, we're
for
trying to
it.
scan for it. We've been unable to scan for it. It does not appear in any long-range sensors. It's possible that it may be stopped somewhere.
Mm.
And let me tell you, this is a very large ship. So if it's stopped, it would just read as an asteroid or a small moon, rogue moon floating through space. Once it moves, we maybe have a better shot because it takes a lot of energy, but it's big.
That's no moon.
It's,
Too late. We're like 20 minutes too late.
You already did that. You guys did that.
we did.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
made the Star Wars reference to the game without me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fine. Yeah. So we're heading to the Babel system, and we're
Yep.
scan for your. Oh, sound problem.
Yeah, something's making
Somebody's
a lot of noise.
eating their microphone.
Oh. Let's.
It's you. I think
Oh,
it's
you lost your foamy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you lost your
That one doesn't have one.
It doesn't have one. It
Oh,
never
has one.
does?
No.
Nope, it's
Yeah.
one of the sad ones at the
oh,
end of the
okay,
table.
So yeah, it's a little more sensitive now.
Sorry.
Better? I'll
Is it
stop
still
breathing.
bad?
Sounds okay now.
It's okay.
Everyone just stop.
Nobody move.
Yeah. So we'll get to the Babel system and start scanning for Myra's ship.
All right.
Okay.
Is
So
that-
you guys
Scan.
set a course. You're on the way there. You guys can give me. The ship can help with sensors and science.
Mhm.
If somebody could give me a. Let's do control science roll.
Control science.
Not
That's
Only at a
actually
probably-
good for me.
Also me.
14.
I have 15.
Also 15. So yeah, why don't you do it?
And the
You
ship
roll
is
good.
11.
I got to roll a bunch today. I'll roll for the
Roll
ship.
good.
Okay.
Well, can you also assist?
Oh,
Isn't it?
yeah, I could just
Yeah.
assist.
Yeah, I'll roll for the ship. So the ship is rolling sensor
I'm
science.
Yeah, ship is 11.
One success there. Ooh, that was not a success.
Oh, I can re-roll that.
We have one success.
That's better.
Okay, so
Three
three
successes.
successes.
3. Okay. So you guys cruise on through the night, and you arrive in the Babel system.
Mhm.
There's not much here. It's a pretty barren system.
Yeah.
There's a small colony on the one planet, but there's certainly no giant ships in
No.
the system that you can detect.
There has to be a better way to track it other than popping from system to system.
Well, we're looking at 3 very specific systems that were on a list from my contact at Starbase 12. So it's clear that she's not here. We're certain.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, do we want to try to contact the colonists? Is it a Federation colony?
Yeah.
And just to see if they.
Like, you guys are in the heart of the Federation now.
Yeah.
Like, from
Yeah.
here to get to Earth
Right. Yeah.
is like 12 hours.
Right.
And
Oh, all
It's
right.
real close.
Well, we
Like
could ask
this.
if they've had any contact.
Yeah. Let's hail the colony.
Sure.
Beep, boop, beep.
Beep,
There's
boop,
a
beep. Now we're
civilian
talking.
administrator.
Hi, this is Captain Malvta, the U.S.S. Barbican. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, it's with whom am I speaking?
Sorry. With whom am I speaking?
Can that please be in character?
It
No,
was. No, it
it's
has
this
to be.
administrator that sits there and goes, "Are you really hailing me with grammar that bad?"
Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak bad, but
Oh, talk.
Oh, come on.
talk.
That hurts so much.
Okay, it's perfect because it's in the Babel system.
It is actually. I'm so sorry, Administrator. I did not mean any offense. Counselor, if you want to help me out here.
So it's
Apparently grammar is a thing.
it's sort of a severe-looking older man, and he
But it was a school teacher.
They're the worst.
That's the real worst.
like he looks like he's decided to trim his facial hair and his head hair to all the same length.
Oh.
So it's all just sort of like a little bit fuzzy,
Mm-hmm.
like a sort of reddish with salt and pepper in it tennis ball.
Yeah.
We do apologize for the lack of formality.
Very
It is.
good.
We are on a mission of utmost importance, however, which is part of why we were communicating as we were.
I see. And your mission that has brought you here?
We are looking for a ship that contains a known collector of vessels of antiquity, known as Aleph Murray. And we're told that she may have traveled through this system.
Oh, indeed. It has been probably 8 to 10 months since she was here. It's been a good while.
Cool.
But she likes to visit. We have some spa facilities that she comes and partakes of.
But you make no contact outside of when she decides to come and go.
No. We're mostly just a research colony.
Well, if she does pass through this way, please let her know that there is a ship on the market that you have heard of.
Oh,
Is that correct?
A pre-warp Beta Z vessel.
oh, fascinating. Are you entertaining offers on something like that?
We are not.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a shame.
We humbly only seek consultations.
Very good. Well, we'd be happy to provide an analysis of the vessel if you're unable to do so.
We do appreciate it. However, the analysis that has been required has been completed.
Oh, well, very good, very good. I wish you luck. Then, if we see Elif come through, we will certainly let her know that a fascinating find has been discovered.
You have our name.
Space archaeology is so rare. It's very encouraging to find that things are still being found.
Isn't it?
It is indeed.
Thank you for your time, Administrator
Hendry.
Hendry.
I
Administrator
like it.
we would love to see your colony someday. I hope we will be back.
Well,
Soon.
certainly, you would be welcome.
I like the sound of that spa.
Yeah.
I'm not actually saying that.
Vacation.
So we cut the communication, and I look at Kalim, and I'm like, a spa with severe grammar. I think we have found your home.
Wow.
Sounds beautiful.
That sounds about right.
I agree.
You're like, what's the problem?
Yeah,
Like,
it
I
sounds
love
very
it.
nice.
Excellent.
I like the spa part.
I know. Yeah.
Especially, I mean, if it attracts a billionaire clientele,
That's got to be a nice spot.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, I would like the spa too then.
Yeah.
A billionaire with perhaps impeccable grammar.
Yeah, right?
Supposedly.
Clearly.
Supposedly.
Yeah, well done.
You know what?
Lieutenant.
Being a billionaire gets you a lot of free passes
That does also help.
Oh,
rather than being in the military.
Yeah.
yeah,
What's wrong with the military?
No.
nothing.
just get free passes.
Sorry, we forgot.
You get a
stuff
free
at
drink
home.
in certain places, but
Yeah.
but in the billionaire spa, no.
No.
Our next trajectory, Captain?
Oh yeah.
Set course for Sirius.
Serious.
Wait,
Seriously.
yeah, thank you. I was
Sirius
trying
Radio.
to get it and couldn't.
I
Hey.
hate you guys.
You're welcome.
We're going to the Dog Star, y'all.
Completely serious.
Yeah. Dog star. Dog star.
You guys start flying.
Superstar.
Ubracy starts punching buttons madly. And he's like, Captain, I can't stop it. And it's
Gotta
just,
get the radio.
it's just this signal is incredibly strong.
60's on 6. 80's on 8.
Just over the intercom and the whole city.
Oh.
Don't stop me now. Like, what?
Why would we stop them from having a good time?
Don't understand.
It's
is
classic
an
music.
episode.
Music makes no sense. I mean,
So, you guys are on the way, but I need another one of those. What did I have you do before? Insight science?
Insight science.
Was it?
Oh no, it was control and science.
Control science. Exactly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll help.
Control science, and the ship is
Control.
ship was
science and
sensors and
sensor
right?
science.
2 successes.
11 for the computer.
Not a
And
success.
one more for me. I think
No.
that's
Fail
all
for the
that.
ship.
Yeah,
So
the ship.
3 successes.
3 successes.
You guys want to do anything about that?
Do we get attacked?
Oh, I can. Oh, I already got a success, so I can't re-roll anything.
Nice.
Can I re-roll his die?
Can I roll?
Yeah, we'll burn that.
You want?
Insight plus command because
Oh, to
No,
bounce
so
this
just
around.
we're just re-rolling the ship's die.
Well,
Go for that.
By
no,
an
somebody gets
additional,
an extra die.
yeah, and buy an additional
Somebody.
die with threat.
If
Oh,
you want to
yeah.
give me an extra
Yeah.
threat,
Let's
you
give
can-
it to her.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. 'Cause
That's
you
no
had
Emmys.
yeah.
Delta.
No whammies.
12.
Well, that's a success.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a success.
Right, so I got 4
Four.
successes.
Yep.
Hooray.
There is a mass anomaly that you detect
Oh.
while you are on the way to Sirius.
Like an effect caused by the mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super massive.
Like a mess.
Like an effect.
Thank you. I didn't really want to throw the pencil.
Your wet paper towels at me?
It's just
What's
whiskey
that?
towels.
Yeah, it's wet with whiskey. It's fine.
Worse.
I literally had nothing to throw at you.
What? Whiskey towel? What?
What?
What happened? Did you
That
spill?
Rogue Dave.
Did you spill too?
Like a Mass Effect?
Yes.
She was just
You
ready
have
with
Mass
that.
Effect tights. That's awesome. Oh my god, I want Normandy tights.
This is my favorite game.
She was waiting for it.
I
It was like the long. That was
The
amazing.
long con.
Right? Yeah, long.
mean, I was trying to set it up.
Yeah.
Did you know?
We drove together, yeah.
Oh, all
Mac
right.
waited 10 episodes for the appropriate time for Jason to make a Mass Effect joke so that she could raise her leg and show her Normandy tights.
I mean, we're both like Mass Effect bonkers fans.
Wow.
So, I don't know if anyone else is a huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
But I had no idea she was wearing those, and then this came up organically.
I pay attention to my friends.
Yeah.
I feel like that
Clearly.
point
Max
in
Max Effect. Even better.
layers. Layers.
Like an ogre, or I mean,
All right,
Yeah.
set it down.
A
We're going
parfait.
home.
You're
We're
like a
getting any
parfait.
better.
Yeah, we've got a weird.
All right.
This game keeps
All right.
I feel like that point in Mass Effect when it's like you can punch the reporter and I'm like, I really want to, but I'm trying to play a nice
mash
person.
that renegade button.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Wow. Well played.
We have a
Yeah, if you go all the way renegade, you look like Kimmy's character from L5R.
right.
Because you get horrible facial
Oh,
scars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the only way I play.
No,
I present to you my surprised face.
Yeah.
All right.
Renegade
So,
button.
you
So
have
there's a big
detected
ship.
you have
Yes.
detected some kind of an anomaly.
Yep.
Shepard will remember this.
There's a mess. There's a big thing here.
And you aren't all the way to Sirius yet. You are
Mhm.
in warp,
Are you kidding?
flying along.
large enough to.
Serious.
I'm gonna throw the wet
You-
paper towel at
You
you too.
chose the systems.
I did.
Okay. All right.
You
They
brought
are
this on
all
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
surrounding
No, they're real systems.
I know.
No, but
No.
what are
a
they
certain
surrounding?
place
Ah, yeah.
that was written. If you've gotten 4 successes,
It's a wine stain.
Oh.
What are they surrounding?
And this is
Well,
what we know now.
We don't. Oh, we have that information now.
Well,
now
I mean,
you
gotta
detected
figure it
something.
out.
Now what,
we did.
What are they around?
And we also talked about it earlier. where that
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
go? No, you're the captain. Sorry,
No.
I was just reading over your shoulder. I just
Oh,
remember.
Wolf 359. That's
Oh.
bad.
I think we would all recognize the coordinates.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah, throw the coordinates up on screen, Rorg.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's the site of the big ol'. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the last major
Yeah.
mass affected.
Is it-
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there a lot of out of character? Is this like, is there war wreckage, or does that all get scooped up? Oh, okay. So this place is a mess.
It's a restricted area.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like the
Like-
remains of a big ass Borg cube.
Yeah.
There's like 40 dead starships.
Yeah.
Probably still lots of bodies. It ain't pretty.
Yeah.
It's like 3 years ago. The bodies have probably floated away, right?
No, they
That's
don't float
not-
that fast.
that's not how
In
space
terms of
works.
scale of space.
They're
Yeah.
just hanging out. There's no wind. They're just there.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I hope we'd collected all the bodies.
God knows what she's salvaging.
If she's salvaging, maybe she's just hiding it because she thinks no one will have the gall to find her here.
Somebody could do insight security.
I'm pretty good at that.
That's not really.
15 for
12.
me.
Yeah, you do. Captain. You're the captain.
What's the ship?
Ooh.
Those
one success, and the other one not as
That's
much.
an 18 and a 5.
and a 5.
Nineteen
5
or
is below my
16?
security.
Oh, it's a 16.
Yeah.
What are you at?
Huh?
It's a 16.
15. Oh, 15
Oh,
is
it's
what
over.
yeah.
Just over.
Okay.
But if I have a focus that applies, probably
you?
not that. Small craft, battlefield tactics, cultural studies.
Survival.
I don't know exactly what we're dealing with, but yeah, so
Certainly
yeah.
not small craft.
Survival, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would know enough that you'd know that this system is like Federation restricted space.
yeah,
So, like, you know that there should be Starfleet vessels that patrol through here to make sure
Yeah.
that there aren't people coming through. Because it's almost like, at this point, it's almost like the U.S.S. Arizona wreckage
Right,
in
right.
Hawaii. Like,
Yeah.
it's a sacred place.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, so many people lost their lives here, and nobody wants to disturb it aside
Yeah.
from what they had to
Yeah.
take back.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
more like a
And-
memorial at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Actually, I did have it in my backstory that Malvta was at Wolf 359,
Sure.
so he was
Oh.
actually at this battle.
Oh.
Yikes.
And how do you feel about
So
that?
he was like a
Sorry.
fresh.
You're
like,
definitely gonna have to talk to Trist.
I think it was like I'm trying to remember what I decided, but it was like his first posting as chief of security.
Oh.
359. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, ship was.
So that
destroyed.
went well.
Yeah. So so good.
Yeah, you're not having any PTSD.
Oh no,
flashbacks.
no, this is totally
great.
fine. Yeah.
But she's not at Wolf 359 now.
Um,
She's,
around
or
it.
the ship is at Sirius.
no,
So-
No,
yes, we got to Sirius and the
Oh, we haven't
sensor
gotten to
said
Sirius.
Oh, we have
Oh.
the sensors.
You were flying from
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 Babel
Babel
to
to
Sirius.
Babel to
Sirius.
Sirius.
and you detected this on the way.
And
Yeah.
she's in at Wolf 359.
Yeah.
Good times. Great.
Uh,
This will be fun. It's going to be great for everybody.
Should we change course?
Yeah. Change course. Take us into sector. Let's.
This
I-
is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
just wondering if I. Sorry, I just looked at her and I was like, "Had I talked to her yet?" And I was like, "Oh, I probably have." And
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, it's gonna be great." And I'm like, "Ah."
Yeah. No, you've all had your sessions.
Yeah, we've all
We
had our
don't know what was
sessions.
in them, but
Do we want to see? Are there any other Federation ships in the area?
yeah. Let's do a full sensor scan of the system.
Okay, once we, as out of character, once we like change course and go, like, how far out of 359 are we?
A ways.
Like hours?
Yeah, maybe an hour and a half.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty
That's not
close.
very long.
Mhm.
Okay.
You were flying almost right past here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's head that direction. Take us let's stop outside the heliosphere and run full system scans.
Trist kind of like cocks her head towards you, sort of just like locking eyes because she can tell that there's a severe change in temperament.
He purposefully does not make eye contact with you. Like you can tell, like I feel like Trist is capable of telling, like he noticed you were looking at him and purposefully is not looking at you.
Oh yeah,
He
can
is
tell.
he is sitting in his chair in like as neutral a position as he can and staring at the screen. Yeah.
So
Shut it off. Turn it off.
I forget. We decided at one point.
Switch. I spoke more.
Are our chairs? I forget if our chairs are next to each other.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys decided you have like a Voyager style bridge.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So quietly, like almost under my voice, but I can't. If I whisper, the mic can't hear me. So sorry. Captain, if you ever feel like you need to,
Commander, I'm fine.
I'm prepared. If you need to take time.
Commander, I'm fine.
Aye, Captain.
Helm. Take a stop just outside the heliosphere. Science, let's run scans. I want a full sensor analysis of the entire system. Let's pinpoint exactly where she is. I want as much information about that ship as we can get. He's like, shut down.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
on. I felt
Yeah.
that.
Like,
oh my god.
all of his, like, usually there's this like kind of relaxed, chill, bit, and then like the little bit of humor. All of that is just shut off.
And I'm not even trying to give you drugs right now because I'm trying to I'm trying to turn a new leaf or something.
Yeah.
And like, I'm very conflicted right
You
now
talked about
because
this in your session.
whatever, I'm fine, and I'm trying to like not deflect in this moment. So even though I was like, yeah, I'm glad we're going here, whatever. I'm a very hard time, and I feel that, but I'm not gonna medicate you because freaking she told me not to give me so many drugs. So I'm not gonna give you any drugs, but I am gonna check in and just be like, hey, I'm not gonna offer you anything, but if you happen to ask, I'm here for you. And then I walk away.
Good job.
Nice.
I'd like to
Turning a new leaf. I'm turning a
good
new
work.
leaf. I'm turning a new leaf.
email Trist.
You guys are texting each
Yeah,
other.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you've got the little fold up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Given your professional capacity, you've already noticed the captain's potential compromise, and I would just like to officially recommend that we both keep a close eye on the captain's well-being while we're in Wolf 359.
That's some straight up mutiny shit.
I
right
know,
there.
right? And hope he never sees this. LOL.
There is nothing wrong with the message.
No, there really
Yes,
isn't.
it will say, the response will say, noted, please keep in mind that all confidentiality must be respected.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are legitimately two people on the ship that can say, hey, you're not the captain anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. they
And
are.
one of them is the doctor.
Right, yeah.
And the other one is
the counselor. Yep.
Drunk with power.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we call it these days.
And like you can tell, like Malvta, like he
all
thinks
power.
that by like shutting everything down, he is like made like he like that's his. He thinks he's hidden. Like he's like, yeah, my movements are so slow as to be almost imperceptible. But everybody can see he's eating fucking popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, so like he thinks that he has like made it clear, like everything's fine and he's completely under control.
No, you a
But
hot
anybody
mess.
who actually knows him knows, like,
Oh yeah. No.
oh no, this is not.
All this is bad.
Oh, Trist is making notes.
Oh yeah,
Your heartbeat is changing the pressure of the cabin.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all like, What's that thumping?
That's why I didn't offer you drugs.
Right? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you guys arrived just outside of the Wolf 359 system.
Mhm.
And it is a disaster. Like, it... For those of you that have never been here in character, it's horrifying. Like, there are chunks of every type of Starfleet ship that you can recognize floating about. I have a free
Yeah, sorry, it's gone.
Oh.
That's fine. That's all right. I really don't need it.
Sorry. So there are chunks of every type, every class of Starfleet ship you can envision in your head. There are...
Do you want to build a starship?
Yeah, pretty much.
There are some parts that looks like the larger chunks of what has to have been the Borg vessel that did all this. But a lot of that has been taken away.
Yeah.
Right.
So you assume they're researchers' places going over all of it with a fine-tooth comb.
Just so I know, what was the, like, deciding, like, hey, we won? Like, how did they make that?
Everyone
Like-
died.
Well,
No, I mean, they destroyed a bunch of ships. The Enterprise was able to, as I remember it, was finally able to, like, break through with a special torpedo or something
Yeah.
through the Borg shield and mostly destroyed the
Yeah.
Borg ship.
okay.
Partly because Picard had been assimilated by the Borg,
Yeah.
and they unassimilated him,
Uh-huh.
and but he still had kind of a connection, and so he knew the right spot to shoot
Okay.
at the right time and the right frequency,
Okay.
and so the Enterprise arrived and was able to break through, and that was like, and it was like, concentrate all fire here. And,
Yeah. All right.
There's all
Great.
this-
So the Enterprise and Picard, who had just basically led the invasion
Yes.
of the Borg, and then came back and fixed it.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you to some Borg. They're real good episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a rough summer.
Oh yeah.
That was a...
Oh yeah. It was that.
I have to wait how many
that was
months
a-
to
Oh
find
yeah.
out
It
what's
was like
happened?
3 months.
That
Yeah.
was a heck of a cliffhanger.
Yeah. So for those who weren't watching, so end of season 3,
Mhm.
the Borg show up and they capture Picard and they assimilate him. And like the last image of season 3 is Picard like showing up assimilated, and he's like, "I'm no cutis a Borg, you will be assimilated," and
It's futile.
everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, and then
To be continued.
Well, no, and then Riker, because they had
Oh.
a plan. They had a plan in place to like defeat the Borg, and like they
Yeah.
had all this stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
And so the last thing was like, well, Cutis a Borg, and Riker, who's now captain of the ship, having to be like, fire
Yeah.
on his own captain.
Yeah.
Well,
And they were like, we don't know if this works.
Yeah.
And
Spoiler
then
alert, it didn't
wait
work.
3 months until the
Right.
fall.
Yeah.
3 months. Yeah. It was like
Yeah.
June to September before season 4
The best
started
of
out.
both
Okay.
worlds.
Wow.
Good stuff.
I kind of miss seasonal cliffhangers. They were
Yeah.
awful, but they were also really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Supernatural
ones,
still
nice
does
ones.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Supernatural
sometimes you get like a
is
year
still
though
about
now.
Yeah.
Still about that life. The
Yeah.
supernatural.
Right?
I feel like that show is still on the air.
It
And
is.
every time somebody tells me
15.
that, I'm always like, how is that
Yeah.
possible?
It
Yeah.
got renewed for season 15.
15.
15.
Yeah.
All right,
Bless it.
yeah.
Bless its
Yeah.
heart. Anyway.
Yeah.
But that's like every 5 years, I'm like, wow, that show's still around.
Yeah.
And then I go back and I watch them. I'm
Yeah.
like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm caught up. And then
Yeah.
I forget about it. So it's been another 5 years now. And I
you should
go,
get caught up. It's got
hey,
real good.
yeah, all right.
Yeah. I need to watch the last
The
4
last 3 seasons are great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll have to talk more.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
Cool.
So,
So you have arrived outside of the Wolf
All right.
359 system, and you detect all of this on the sensors. Somebody can make a particular insight science
ooh, inside
That's not me.
science. That not
roll,
me,
and
I'm
the
in
ship can help out with something as soon as I peel my pages apart.
I got
Sensor science.
I got a 14 on Insight Science. Is that?
I think
That's
that
better
might be
than
the
mine.
best.
Yep.
Okay. I'll help out with the ship.
Ship is 11.
Sensor science.
And I feel like maybe we need an extra die in this situation, or if anyone else can help.
Oh.
Or
Actually,
What do we need?
At first blush, you don't see the ship in question.
Right.
okay.
Like, it's big enough that you would assume that it would be easy to detect,
Right.
but you don't.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of
While we were in
There's
warp,
a lot of debris.
while we were in warp, we detected a mass anomaly,
Yes.
and warped in, and now we're actually like trying to find the thing.
That
Yeah, okay.
generated the mass anomaly.
Doesn't the ship currently have the pod with extra sensor arrays to scan for, like, we were doing like geographical surveys or geological surveys? Like,
Physical
we
No,
were
you
scanning
guys.
for
I
metal.
thought you guys swapped it out
Oh, did we
I
swap
think
it
we
out?
swapped it
for
out.
the new mission.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. We did swap.
What did
it
we
out.
get instead?
What did we get instead?
You got this new mission.
Cloaking device?
No,
That's not a Federation thing.
We're not
More
allowed.
guns.
I don't remember.
I
what
don't
we got.
recall.
Yeah,
I'd have to
okay.
go look.
Yeah, okay.
But
yeah. I don't-
but I know that you guys
Yeah.
particularly said, hey, we want to change this out.
Right.
I remember saying that.
Guns
I
and
did that.
ships.
Was it? It was
Guns
an
and
underwater
ships.
thing, wasn't it?
Well, yes.
No, we were going on an underwater mission, but
No, I know,
but
but the
we-
thing that we got, we switched it out, was designed for that particular
Purpose.
environment. It was like a mini sub or something stupid. It wasn't
Was it
mini sub.
really? Wow.
I don't. Anyway,
Something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now it was.
oops.
Hmm.
For
I'll
now.
have to go and
Wait.
remember. Okay, I'll have to go.
It's fine. Everybody think about it. We'll talk next time.
Yeah.
Sensor science.
Uh,
How do we get
Inside
more-
science
yeah, inside
and
science.
Are you
sensor
rolling
science
for
for the
ship?
ship.
What? No.
He's-
I'm rolling for the
he's got
ship.
ship.
Okay,
Do you
Do we
want to
need
do
more- do
inside
we-
science too, or should I buy a third
Could
one?
do some assistance.
I mean, I could roll it. It's not my highest
mean, I
stats,
have
but I could do it.
Questionable ethics. I'm sorry, drunken heroics.
Uh-oh.
Let's
We can
It's
buy.
pretty difficult.
Mm.
Just saying.
Ah.
There's a lot of debris.
So
in
let's
this thing.
let's
get
And a
let's
lot
team
of
up.
it is moving. Because
Yeah.
a lot of it exploded
Yes,
violently.
yeah.
I've been here
Is this
before
your
too. I was at
arm?
this battle, I believe, as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
Pretty sure.
looking- Right now, we're just trying to figure out where the ship is.
Yeah. Detect if it's here or
So what were the things we're rolling with again? Sorry, one more time.
Insight science?
Insight and science. Okay. All right,
Unless
I'll
you
try.
can come up with some other thing to roll with
Yeah.
and convince me.
I'm doing that, and then my focus is still,
I'm just wondering, part of what, the chat was kind enough to help me figure it out. The positronic brain, I actually process stuff faster, and it helps with my reason rolls.
Oh.
And trying to reason out what would be the best place for a ship to hide out
Okay.
in this debris.
I'm fine with
Alright.
you trying that.
Okay, and that my positronic brain gives me one automatic success pre-roll.
Nice.
Okay, so we're at 5
So
dice.
yeah, we got 5 dice.
Okay.
You've got one automatic success.
One automatic success.
Would my power systems focus up, since we're trying to track down the engines on this thing, and,
Oh, but you have physics.
or physics,
Definitely.
warp field dynamics? That's probably not.
Not warp field dynamics, but I'll give you physics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because you're looking for a gravity well.
Great.
Alright.
Well,
Oh, did I knock that dice?
yeah. I don't know what that. Does anyone
But
see
they're
what that one was?
still both good for the yellow.
We roll. Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
That's
that's
one
an 8.
success.
Yeah,
That's
all
a
success.
success for
It's
me.
all
Okay, 2
successes.
8
successes.
success. Well, let me make sure. So it was sensor science?
Yeah.
Yep. Success for the ship.
So 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Successes.
So you do a preliminary scan and you don't see anything out there. Like, it is all of the chaos of like the Star Wars asteroid field and Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back, but made out of Federation ship chunks.
Yeah.
But you don't see the vessel you're looking for at first. But you guys spend a little time, and you've got all of the parameters for that ship already loaded. You're able to detect a void
Mm.
in the debris field
Mm.
where that ship could be. And after you detect it, it's pretty easy to figure out, like,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that ship is totally there.
Yeah.
Like, you can superimpose the silhouette on the void, and
Yeah.
it makes
It's
It's so
right there.
big that
yeah,
there should be debris in this space,
Right.
and there isn't. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's got a cloak.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
That's real bad.
Um,
And they should not have it. Though it does actually give us, right? Because cloaking is cloaking. I can't remember if cloaking is like banned,
It's banned for the Federation Starfleet to use it.
right? But
Yeah.
any other ship that's like, it's
Yeah.
not contraband that we can be like, hey, you have a cloaking device.
Nah.
we are
Okay.
taking your ship
Alright.
now.
Yeah, no.
That's why no one's seen her, huh?
Uh-huh.
Captain, the results indicate that this enormous ship has been cloaked in the debris field. I'll highlight it here on the view screen.
Is there any way to tell if she's detected us yet?
Do they have active scan? I guess
You
we
haven't
don't know.
detected any actual signals.
Well, we can barely detect that the ship is there.
Yeah.
I
Notice I'm not giving you any momentum for 6 successes.
I was wondering about that.
That means we just barely made it, huh?
Wow.
I think we should assume that she's picked up on our presence, and we
I was
should.
going to make you guys hunt around the system for a while.
And we should perhaps make it look like we're not headed directly for her position.
Yeah. Let's
Fly casual.
Fly casual.
fly casual. Yeah. Lieutenant
be chill.
Cordial,
Yeah, it's be chill.
plot a search pattern course, making sure that the location of the ship is about 70% of the way through our search pattern.
Out of character, how old is our ship?
It's fairly new.
It's fairly new.
Yeah.
But-
Your ship was built after the events of this
Post-war,
battle.
yeah.
So there's a lot like it, though.
There's not a lot yet. Like, the Akira was the first of this class, and the Barbican's probably in the top 5 ships of this type
Okay.
that have been built.
Would our ship not be of some interest to a collector?
How would you fake that?
It,
Or promise it, but it seems kind of not something Stark fan.
it would be, it might be of interest, but I'm not sure we could pull off a ruse of convincing her we're willing to sell it.
The good news is I
But-
don't think she can go to warp without us noticing or tracking it.
Very likely not. Now that we're this close to her, we should be able to track her. Even if she's cloaked, a ship of that size going to warp is going to have some effects. So,
I was going to say, why don't you give me a insight command?
insight and command. Ooh.
And you can get an
Okay.
assist die from your second.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
that's me.
What?
Will you allow me to help,
Yes.
Captain?
Yes, please help.
Insight command?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not bad at that.
Okay. And
This one's not going to be super hard.
yeah.
That's okay. This is not related to computers or sensors, I assume.
Ooh, Delta for you.
Ooh.
Caleb.
Oh.
Oops.
Critical success.
So and a 3 for me, which would be 3 successes unless one of my focuses applies.
Would combat tactics apply to this?
No.
Battlefield.
Oh, okay.
No,
Nah, probably not then.
I
Small
don't-
craft.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 3
Three
successes.
3.
I don't want to walk
That's
that far.
more than enough.
Okay.
No.
Here's a momentum.
Ah, we got a momentum.
Diggity.
You do
Not
notice
gonna
that
watch.
the assigned vessels that should be here
Mm-hmm.
for security purposes are not.
Patrols.
Weird.
Oh.
Like, you
They're
don't
just
see the.
gone.
They're just not here.
There's no way she could have paid them off.
There's no way. That's-
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That would be a lot.
While you guys,
She's a billionaire, and we don't
Yes.
use money, right?
Right.
can we check for any messages from the vessels that should have been here? Or any,
Good idea.
just look through the records we have on them.
Sure.
check to see
give
where
me
they-
a
where they
insight
are.
security.
Someone else do it because I have low insight.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you-
insight security is 15. So I can do
Um,
that. Why don't you assist me?
But you need to assist for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
I will always suggest trying the handle, guys.
What is that?
That's a 16.
Okay, so I got 1 success.
Is it 10
Right,
ahead?
For
Inside security.
yeah, actually it is.
Ah, so 2
Like
successes.
success.
You
My
are
dice
able
are
to
really
see that the vessel that should be here on station, it got waylaid because it didn't get resupply delivery
Mm.
at its last stop. Like, it's common for Starfleet vessels; they make a stop at a starbase and they get resupplied and that kind of thing. It's just delayed.
Yeah, so it's a completely logical explanation as to why it's
Uh-huh.
not here now.
Yeah.
It's not like just mysteriously gone.
Yeah.
But it's also an arrangeable kind of situation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Total in character eye roll, by the way.
I'm just saying that,
No, you're-
like, arranging to delay a starship by slowing down a supply run is not impossible.
Right.
It's not.
So
Let's let this play out while she thinks she still has the upper hand. So initiate a search pattern. Sensor sweeps. Let's pretend like we're looking for her and we have no idea where she is. In the meantime, let's see if we can find some way to detect anything about the inside of that ship.
Right.
Or maybe even covertly get some people onto that ship.
Oh boy.
I wonder if I'd be able to use that explosives detector that I was working on. I wonder if could that sniff out anything like the radiation of that from a distance?
Make a roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
That would be a reason science.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice.
And
That's the juice.
I will assist.
Sure.
can my
And,
command help by like
You just
Making-
gave a command that's
yeah.
basically this.
right? Yeah.
All right,
So,
so
yeah.
that gives us
And-
4, and then
and the
someone
ship
for the ship.
sensors?
The ship can roll
Sensor security?
sensor security or sensor security would be fine.
And so what am
Or
I?
I could help with that data.
Which
Oh.
attribute?
Well, if we roll with the sensors, I can re-roll a die.
You should
Oh,
probably.
okay, I can get an automatic success if
Oh,
I'm
that's
rolling with
better.
reason.
Never mind. Let's do that.
control command.
Control command. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
That is
So I
more
can
sensible.
Positronic.
So I'm helping. Am I helping?
because I'm
I'm helping,
basically
you're
helping
helping.
scan through all of the data
Yeah.
that you are collecting, and I'm able to scan through.
So we're
more
not
quickly.
rolling for the ship.
We're not going to roll for the ship this
Okay.
time.
You guys
I'm
roll
helping with-
an adequate number of dice and tell me how many
All
successes
right.
you get, and I'll believe you.
I'm gonna
So-
roll last
Because
because
cheating
Okay.
is stupid.
And so this
got
is
knocked
Yeah.
around.
That's not fun.
this reason.
Ooh, is that a delta?
Reason,
No,
is,
it's a
reason,
Reason
science,
science? Okay.
or you can do reason engineering even.
Reason engineering. Great. Reason engineering is better. So that's a 14.
That
You might get to
doesn't
reroll
count.
it. Wait, you might get to reroll it again.
Sorry.
That's all right. That was a 5.
That was a 5. I hit my 14.
Okay,
So, I
so
helped.
reroll that one again because I
Oh.
assisted with command.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
14.
that's a success.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
how many we have?
So
I
one
have
success,
2.
2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
6 successes.
All right.
Wait, was that 5? Was that under your?
It meets my science.
That's fine.
Then yeah.
Oh, so it's a crit then. A focus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because it's explosives.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 successes.
Yeah.
So,
what happens if you hit your focus? It's a crit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
counts
okay,
as,
okay.
Counts as 2.
Yeah. So, so you got 7 successes then?
7.
Yes.
Oh,
7.
Yes.
Yeah,
which
with
means
my
you got
crit.
an
That's
extra-
great.
you get the
Oh,
extra-
oh,
Yeah.
because you could use
And you were
your-
specifically
yeah,
looking
Yeah.
for that explosive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Here's some momentum.
Yes.
It's
The
raining
7 successes is a
momentum.
lot.
Yeah.
You don't detect an amount that would have done to the Orions that happened,
Mm-hmm.
but you detect some.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
We sniff.
Mhm.
Mm.
I will tell you straight up, you don't detect enough that would be used as a weapon.
Right. But this ship had that material at some point.
This ship has some of that material right now.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a byproduct of
But-
the warp core, though.
But
Yeah.
a Federation
So-
warp core.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
Barbican has some
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the air is sort of full of it here.
We just
Uh-huh.
detected motor oil, essentially.
Okay. But I'm also glad that they do not have the explosives. Like
They don't have like a giant stockpile
Yeah.
of it that would
Yeah.
be
But that
dangerous or
also
anything.
might be why they're here.
Mhm.
Maybe they're collecting it.
Collecting it for future use.
Could be.
This
Right.
would be a very good place to find a bunch of trilithium
Mhm.
that nobody's looking for.
And she might not have a bunch because she just used it putting it on the Orion.
Is there a way? I guess we'd have to know more about the ship, which I would like to see if we can find blueprints. I don't expect it, but you know. Is there a way to hobble a ship so it can't leave?
Yeah.
Oh, if we target the engines.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond blowing it up, which I
Well,
know,
that doesn't
Like-
blow it
No,
up.
we can target the
Beyond
engines that will
shoot.
cripple it.
Yeah. You mean like,
Like
without,
without
shooting?
shooting?
without shooting.
Oh.
There's no way. There's no EMP.
No
No.
EMPs. One thought that occurred to me was trying to use the tractor beam, but the ship massively
really
outweighs us.
big.
Yeah.
You know, like,
They would just pull us
tractor beam on it,
closer.
it probably couldn't go to warp.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's
Because
subtle.
That's true.
it would be like a weird disruption of
Yeah,
the
right.
warp
So
field.
big, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It
Um,
might be not subtle though to tractor beam it.
I-
Well,
So can we beam over there without them detecting?
that was my next thing, was
Doubt
checking
that.
to see what the status of their shields are.
We can't even detect the floors of the ship. We would have no idea where we're beaming to.
Beam right through into between the floors.
That would be the danger without being able to get a good sensor scan of the ship. It's also a question of whether or not if they have shields up, we'd be unable to anyway.
Something else occurs to me. If they're here to collect materials, they may have drones or shuttles already deployed and perhaps just drifting when they saw us approach.
Mhm.
There could be drones or shuttles around us now.
We could scan for that though, can't we?
I think we should.
Yeah, we definitely should. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't want to
Beaming
get
as
surrounded.
sensors,
Sweet.
security for the ship,
sensor security for the ship.
and somebody can roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Nobody can help, but just the
Ubrazy.
ship.
The ship is rolling 2 dice
Sensor
for
security.
sensor
So
security.
13.
Okay, just the ship is wrong.
Just the ship.
And you
That's
said
exact-
Yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes.
Ah.
And also, does it count for the ship if it's under the department in the way that it counts for us?
No, because it doesn't have a focus.
Oh.
Oh, I actually read that the ship always counts as having a focus. That was no.
No, someone tweeted. Someone
they
tweeted that.
Oh, really?
A
Yeah.
rules
Seriously?
clarification that the
Yep.
ship always counts as having a focus.
what? What? I didn't know.
Well, fine.
I'll show you the tweet. I mean, it seems like it's a reasonable person.
Which would make
Who
it
the
fine.
hell didn't tweet that at me?
They did tweet it.
It was a reply to the game
Yeah.
tweet.
Since you asked for rules corrections, ships always count as having focus for any task they assist with.
Whoa.
Additionally, under most circumstances, the ship is never the primary character
It happened right now
Yeah.
during the game.
during the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I haven't. Okay,
Yeah, like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
cheers. I appreciate your help. I was like, some bitch. No one told me that before, or I would have made that better. All right, cool. Doesn't
But it
matter.
did say can't do it on its own as well, so we just whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're winging it.
what I'm
Yeah.
doing, what I'm using that roll for is
Yeah.
just like something is happening.
Right.
Yep.
None of you are actively looking for it,
Yeah.
but the ship's like, hey guys,
Hey guys, hey, you should
Yeah.
maybe pay attention to this thing
Yeah,
that's happening
there's a
over here.
thing.
there's a thing that's happening over here.
Yeah.
And you see a big chunk. Damn it! Now I forgot. I gotta look something up. So,
Oh man, they're gonna blasteroids me with my own maneuver.
yeah.
I developed a maneuver. It's in my background. I'm famous.
Ooh.
you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Excuse me.
It's in my background.
Hearing all these little background things, I'm like, I need
Ah,
more interesting.
very good. You see a big chunk of an old Miranda class ship
Okay.
that disappears into the void.
Yep.
And the last thing you see as the ship kind of goes, hey guys, something's moving in a weird way that's not on the
Uh-huh.
predicted,
Yeah.
what we've figured out for like not running into debris.
It's not moving according to chaos theory.
Yes. Well, like it's actually something that like a really advanced computer could plot out the trajectories
Yeah.
of all these things. But the big chunk of
Mhm.
this Miranda class ship that is disappearing, it just says a toga on the side,
On the Saratoga.
The Saratoga.
and now it's disappeared.
Is there
into
any
the-
indication of like the impulse drive that's moving it, or
No.
okay?
With no,
You guys
no,
don't
is
get
there
it.
no indication of a tractor beam or anything?
You guys didn't get
Yeah,
that
that was
good.
split
Yeah.
second. Yeah.
We have little pods, right?
Sure, you got shuttlecraft
We
and runabouts
can't
and
like explore it. We can't like get real close with a teeny tiny, hopefully very not obtrusive ship.
I see where you're going with this, Lieutenant. A pod would be detected. It has thrusters and engines.
So turn on
However,
fire the thrusters outside, turn them off, and let momentum take
an
us.
EV suit would not.
I want to do that so bad.
Doesn't sound safe.
And that's a good place to end for tonight.
Let's take a trip.
Yes!
You can, Captain,
That is
you
a
cannot.
terrible idea. For the record, I'm also going to say this is a
No,
terrible
Amanda
That
should
does
go.
not sound
All of
safe.
this is after the game is over, and I can declare you
Okay.
can fly back
Wait.
and be upset about that in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
All right.
No,
Okay.
it's not going to be 2 weeks. I'm really sorry.
What?
So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
here's the important information for the post game. We can't come back in 2 weeks because in 2 weeks will be the Monday after the usual Strategicon
Yes.
convention that many of us attend.
We will be
And
tired.
if I try and convince my wife to let me go to another RPG game after I've been gone for 5 days, I will be murdered.
Yes.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
days?
This is a-
Yes.
Yeah, he goes Thursday. and
I,
comes home
I arrive
Monday,
Thursday afternoon and I stay until Monday.
Jesus. Nerd.
It's your vacation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I get
the way
10
to
days
do
a
it.
year.
Yeah.
I'm like the Army Reserves of RPGs. 2 weekends a month, 10 days a year. That's
Weekends.
what I get.
So 4
so-
weeks for us.
So we'll be back
So
on
we're
the
back
25th.
in a month.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Counseling sessions.
Yay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have
We
time.
could just all show up on the 16th and do the council.
That's true. We could do that.
I am 100% on board for that, and I will
Oh,
watch the
guys.
shit out of that.
Guys, I'm going to Strategicon too.
I know, I am too. Yeah.
I'm
Me
gonna
too.
be so dead.
Would it be
Yeah.
possible to do counseling sessions outside of recorded game via message or something? Or do you want to be able to see it?
I like the idea of people see it.
Yeah, and the flashbacks, like, as soon as it becomes important, like, oh, this would have been in counseling. I think that's really fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So-
Well, they're
Yeah.
coming.
The next session will be the counseling sessions
Yeah.
for Commander Kalim and the Doc.
Okay.
Maybe.
No.
And then
Ah,
2 weeks after that will be Rorg and
All right.
Yeah.
I don't need counseling.
You're
Oh,
counseling
that's-
set.
Whoa.
Everybody
So-
needs
Yeah.
counseling.
Whoa.
Speaking of the con, in
Yes.
2 weeks, President's Day weekend, if you're in Southern California, join us at the con. Most of us are going to be there. OrcCon 2019. It's President's Day weekend. Start Friday afternoon.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
first sessions of games start Friday
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Friday the 15th
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock. And the last sessions of games are Monday
Yeah.
at 9 a.m.
Yeah. I'm
Most
missing
of it-
school for this nonsense.
Yeah, most of us are playing and or running games during the con. There are. I don't know how the signups work, but you can actually sign up to play with us on stream. I'm going to be running Good Society.
That's my
You're
very
running.
next
You're
question.
running a game.
Is who's running a game?
I am.
Oh,
So you got Good Society.
I have Good Society Sunday
I am
afternoon.
not telling.
Well, no, but you got
Oh, I
What-
do two things.
On
you're,
stream.
you're running.
Well, on stream, I'm not talking about right now because it's just a horror game.
Oh, well,
and
give
there's
us a
still-
genre.
Well,
That's-
there's a horror game, but
that's
it's
horror
just
game.
Something scary.
yeah.
Sunday morning and Sunday morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
horror.
Sunday morning.
Horror.
I'm running a horror game. No, the horror game's going to be when I'm running not on stream. I'm going to be running Razor Ridge.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm not going to run something on stream, but I am going to be like camped out at Games on Demand most of the weekend to either run or play. So
Rock on.
Yeah. I will probably also do games on demand. I've been kind of itching to try running at con, so I will possibly be running other episodes of Good Society, or I'm thinking about actually running a game of this, Star Trek Adventures, and like getting my feet wet as a GM for it. So I'm thinking about it, or I might run a Star Trek PBTA game that I have. So yeah.
I'm excited. Running Werewolf is my first time running a game not on a stream.
Oh yeah.
I've
Oh,
only
that's
ever
right.
run games on stream. It will be my first non-stream game running
Yeah.
Werewolf the Wild West at the con.
Wow. Nice.
And then Saturday afternoon, I am running The Things from the Flood,
Ah.
the 90s sequel to Tales from the Loop.
Oh my god, I love
After
it.
all of the hope and futurism
play
of the
that so
80s has
hard.
died, and all that's left is grunge and suffering.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
You
yes.
now get to be.
So 2019.
Is that on stream? That's the
That
one
is
on
not on
stream.
stream.
Okay, I think I might be signed up for it. I think me and Joey are playing it.
Rock on.
So
So yeah, but don't be discouraged right now if you go to the convention website and you see the games are listed as full for pre-registration, because the game, all our games only, except for the streamed ones. The streamed ones, I think, allow full registration. I'm not sure, but
I don't think so because I'm in a streamed one and it's only it's 2 of 2. So
yeah, but that's the other 2 people.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not
like,
us.
yeah, what I'm saying is not,
Yeah,
it's
the
full,
Happy
but it's
Jacks
not.
people are assigned, and then
I
so
think Happy Jacks is completely full. I
Yeah.
checked a couple days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the non-streamed games that might be on the schedule, they're only half full with pre-registration.
Yeah.
So people can show up to the convention and sign up Friday afternoon or Friday night to get into games on Saturday, and then there's a whole schedule listed of when books go out that you can sign up for stuff.
Yeah.
So don't be discouraged yet. If you didn't get into the thing you want, come see us. Or at the very least, come see us Saturday
yeah.
night when we're going to be really drunk.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
stream games, you can come and be in the audience. And
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
if you're like wrecked
Yeah.
and tired, like
You just need to chill for a little
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Come watch us play a game.
And also, there's a thing that Jason mentioned called Games on Demand. So if you, about I think it's like 15 minutes after the games are supposed to start, if you didn't get into anything you want, you come to this area where we do Games on Demand, and there's a whole like, I'm gonna run this. Who wants to come play it with me? Kind of thing. And
So-
and a bunch of us will be doing that.
So Saturday morning, I'm doing this as an experiment to see if I'm good enough. Saturday morning, I'm going to run Tales from the Loop. And what happens in that game is going to be the story for Things from the Flood.
that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to be what happened 10 years ago and then now in the 90s.
Wow, that's cool.
I love it.
So we'll see if I can make it happen over lunch.
That's so cool.
I believe in
You
you.
totally
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds
Keep my fingers
awesome.
crossed. It's still not easy.
Oh, I'm in your 2 p.m. game.
Rock on. So yeah.
Um,
So what people in Games on Demand do will change your story.
wow, awesome. Very cool. Okay.
So, thanks for joining us. We will see you back in the future. Even though we won't be back in 2 weeks, next week there is the Dragon Heist D&D game going on.
Oh.
Madam Monday.
Yeah, Madam Monday.
We need to come up with a thing, Jason.
TJ Mondays.
Yeah.
Tijuana Mondays? Yeah, TJ.
It's not as good yet. We're gonna work on it.
Tijuana Madam Mondays.
Oh,
That
getting
sounds-
there. Sounds
Yeah.
sounds bad
We'll
too.
workshop it off
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, guys.
But we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Thank you.
Rude.
Time
Oh my
has
gosh.
gone.